Flame on. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm here with my co-host Nick Lenz and a guest on the channel, Robert. How y'all doing, gentlemen?
Hey, what up?
I'm doing good.
And today we're a little late to the party, but we're gonna go ahead and review November 2025 solicitations. Now, full disclosure, this stream has been delayed for about a month and a half now. I'm gonna be getting
Yeah,
ready for the
we've all been busy.
Now, what I'm going to say is a little bit of a bit of a joke, and I'll make sure we stay on topic.
Yeah,
so true.
That way, maybe we can get through December too.
Hopefully. But all right. Hold on. That's the league website. Okay.
yeah. I know that right now, anyways, there has been the DC KO storyline that has been the talk of the when it comes to DC Comic Con. That is like the biggest talk right now is that and what's going on Absolute Batman.
Yep. But I'll say this with I've been enjoying KO so far. I know it's getting some people riled up about how some characters are going down like punks, but the whole point of this is they're supposed to drop like flies.
Yeah, I'm also a little behind on current comic books. Like I've been hearing about them, I just not been reading them personally. It's not because I'm not interested, because I have other stuff I'm watching right now. I may not get time to, but I will eventually get to reading them.
Right.
So,
Now,
I'm just reacting to, and I love that cover for DCKO number 2. That is an amazing cover.
Oh yeah, and most of that actually does happen.
I see Superman. I think that's Doomsday behind him, and I can't tell.
No, that should be Lobo roided up.
It just behind the plane. I think that's Doomsday. Actually, that's a Doomsday. That's a time trapper. That's technically Doomsday time trapper. You think that one?
Yeah, but one of the variants does feature Lobo.
Right. Yeah. Well, the main cover has Lobo.
Yeah, but I think that wasn't the main cover. We just first saw was that.
That was a variant. That was a variant.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Sorry, I'm not looking. I'm also picking up and putting stuff away at my house, so I'm going to be looking away from the camera a lot and from the screen a lot.
Hey man,
Scott Snyder's read this. I think this is the first crossover he's worked on since Death
Metal. Yep.
Since Death Metal.
He was
a writing consultant.
5 years ago that was?
Thereabouts, yeah, and then he only came back with Absolute.
Yeah, which has been killing the sales.
Yep, to the point where they've made it very clear it ain't going anywhere. You hear that, Marvel? It's not going anywhere.
Scrub J, I just saw some of that cover. It's Power Girl versus Timeless Tony Storm from AEW. I just saw her a couple weeks ago on TV, basically tearing up in blood and guts. Oh my gosh, that was a bloody match. Like half the women in the match were bleeding like crazy. Like Sky Blue was the first one to bleed, and if you see her like within 5 minutes of the match, she is covered in blood. Tony stuff does bleed. She comes like she's a Joker. And the reason why she dresses like this is because it's a nod to like golden age wrestlers like the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
So true.
Cool.
And because they're Warner Brothers, that means that at one point they had Warner Brothers announced with the host of Turner Classic Movies for one of her matches. This was, I think, a couple years ago. It was, and she's probably by far of all the wrestlers for AEW. She's one of the most popular ones. Now she's in a tag team with me. There's a Timeless Love Bombs.
Right.
Where they're implied to be in a lesbian relationship. Well, in the case of Toni Storm herself, she's bisexual, so it's perfectly fine. Despite the fact she's married to Juice Robinson.
Wait, James Robinson from really?
No, Juice Robinson. That is
sorry. The way that you said it a little fast. I thought I heard James Robinson.
Yeah, Juice, and you see him like if anyone sees the guy on TV, it's like, you lucky bastard.
To be fair, a lot of these releases have already released, if not about to be released, with the last comic release of the month.
Right.
Let that be known going forward. We're not going to. Some of them we've already read already, but we will not spoil them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, DC did sponsor the most recent AEW pay-per-view Full Gear.
Nice.
Right.
I thought that was an interesting idea. First time I could think of they've ever sponsored a wrestling pay-per-view before. And I've not watched the whole thing, but I heard it was really good. And the main event was only 15 minutes, not 20 plus minutes. Ooh, I love that cover for Superman 32.
Oh, yep, that was a good issue.
I'll eventually read it. Okay, now that is not actually. I think is it Action or is that House of L? That one.
Let me look. Hold on. Let me look. Go back to it.
This one right here, the one showing the 30s right now, the one with the.
Oh no, that's Action. If Crypto's there, it's Action.
Yeah, because we just saw Superman, which I think this is the flashback stuff.
Yes. This is the flashback stuff that Wade has been doing.
Yeah. Now that I've heard about just number 13. Now I've heard about this Batman Beyond. Have you heard this actually is Tim Drake in that mask?
Yes, as much as I dread the Future's Ed story, I would not be surprised if that ended up being the case. Because although Terry McGinnis, Batman Beyond, the DCU, all of it is a fan favorite, that future cannot work due to I didn't even know I had that Thanksgiving tagline right there. I didn't even know I still had that.
Technically, it is still canon. Technically, they just went for. I actually met Mark Waid recently. These were assigned to him. He didn't pick them. They were assigned to him. So they specifically went with the Tim one, probably because they also want to deal with wrapping up some of the loose ends with that, since that never got resolved because, Doomsday Clock didn't go the way they originally planned.
Yeah, I met Wade 10 years ago, just prior to him starting his own world different Avengers, which, despite the fact with his personality, I know his personality is not where I like the line, but he was nice to me when I met him.
Oh yeah, same here. Very nice guy.
And did you hear about Dan Morris next year? He's going to do just one comic next year?
Yep, and it's going to be with Wade.
It's probably going to be this one, just limited, because I've been loving this book.
I was thinking the same thing, because, he's been overstretched.
He's doing this. He's kind of doing the covers for World's Finest. And I think he's doing like one other comic I could think of. He's doing artwork for
He's doing the Transformers. He's doing this. He's doing a couple of the other DCKO books.
Before we move on, I hate to cut you guys off. I'm sorry. Though I'm glad Wally West is the main focused Flash, Barry's depowering notwithstanding, I'm just not a fan of this costume. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I do not remember the reason why his costume was changed in the story.
They just changed it because.
Yeah, like
there was one of those cases where they never gave an explanation. He just decided to change it.
Yeah, and look at Wonder Woman's costume. Can you believe that costume she's wearing now for 9 years?
Yep.
And it has not changed.
Yes, this is I think this is her rebirth design. They had no reason to change it.
Yeah, really, not really. Then again, post-crisis lasted a long time, so
yeah. I think Aquaman is still his rebirth design too. Because I think the only thing they changed from his New 52 to his rebirth, they got rid of the collar.
Something like that.
Now this tie-in focusing on Bart. I'm not again. A lot of these November releases have already passed, so we're not going to spoil them. But I will say this: I'm actually glad Bart has actually got a little bit of attention.
Well, what do you expect? Wade created the guy.
Yes. Is that one of the Legionnaires on the cover of that one?
Yes, they're dealing with the Dark Legion in the story.
I think it's Colossal Boy.
I think so.
I want to say so.
You're the only one with that look on him because he's. I think as far as I think he's the only member of the Legion who actually go giant size.
Yep. He is the only one to go giant size. Yes.
I appreciate that having Christopher Cantwell doing the co-writing for this book because the guy, in my honest opinion, is great at writing comic books because any comic I've read by him is always amazing. Love that Starfire cover. It's amazing.
Don't get me wrong. The art is fantastic, and I would not be surprised.
Cantwell's hit and miss, though. I gotta be honest.
Did you like his Iron Man work?
Not really.
Layman. I'm gonna be honest. Layman is a mixed bag. He's growing into his own with DC. I'm not gonna take.
Layman?
Yeah, we're on Titans now.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Remember, I'm looking away. Layman, did I tell you guys my story with Layman?
Sure.
Okay, I've always said time and again for so many years, if someone blocks me, I don't hold it against them. The only thing that will get me to drop a person's comic is if they've ever been at me personally. Layman is the only one on that list.
Really?
On Facebook years ago, he treated me like garbage when all I asked was, why are there some creators who treat fans like that? And he basically tore into me.
I never met John Heyman, but so I have no opinion on the matter.
But here's the thing, though. I've still been buying the last 2 books he's done. Titans, because it was, they were saying it was needed for what was going on, kind of has. And beforehand, Suicide Squad kills Arkham, but I only got that for the codes.
Yes. I know that prior to this, his last ongoing work then was Detective.
Yeah, Layman.
Oh yeah, that was long ago. That was before everything happened.
Yeah,
I'm not sure exactly what took it so much time off between that and this.
He did Chew.
Oh, okay, that's the reason
That's why he left to do Chew.
And that was a good comic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. It was pretty. It was decent. I mean, I'm not going to say it's a number one seller.
Yeah, we're an Absolute Superman. I don't think this one released in. I think Absolute Batman's released in recently.
And Wonder Woman. Oh, annual, yes.
Yeah, Superman. Absolute Superman is monthly, and it was released November the 5th. They usually release.
I don't think this one was released annual, but I know that Wonder Woman, Batman released annuals. Superman.
Wonder Woman has not released their annual yet. They've just announced it.
Yeah,
okay. I think Batman has.
Batman has, yes. That was the one against the white supremacists. But again, it's done so over the top. It's like, why are people complaining?
Yeah, and also I keep wondering about this warrior tattoo Wonder Woman has, because I've asked Kelly Thompson about this once on Twitter. Is she going to explain how Wonder Woman got the tattoo? She says she will explain it. When? Don't know, because last time I read the comic, they've still not explained where she got this tattoo from.
Not really. I don't think that is it tie into how that arm, how that's a magic arm.
I'm not sure.
I think it ties into that's a magic arm.
Absolute Flash. I think it's like one of like 2 Flash comics, and both feature Wally as the Flash. This is more of a more violent version of Wally.
Not really. Not really that violent.
But it's more darker than the main universe one.
Well, that kind of goes. Yeah, that's the whole universe.
And Lemire, I know that Lemire, he tends to put out books that actually do sell really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Quick question: is Lemire? Didn't he take over JSA after Jeff Johns left the book?
He started a different run.
Okay.
And that's the one he's been currently doing, and he's now doing JSA Year 1.
Okay, synergy with Mr. Terrific from the Superman movie. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep. And funny thing enough, Mark Waid told me that was they just finished the 4th issue of New History of the DC Universe hadn't even come out yet, and Lemire was already throwing contradictions in.
Really?
But just to make this clear, as Wade himself put it best, the whole point of this book is to give structure it's meant for the writers first, readers second, and it's meant to give a foundation, something to be chiseling away. This is not a house of cards where you make one thing up. Oh, none of it matters. No. It's a matter of, okay, here's the slab of marble. If you want to chip away at it, chip away.
Yeah, and here's an absolute brilliant by Alan Ewing. This has been interesting so far for what issues I've read of it. It's not a terrible book per se, but it's been interesting.
I'll be honest, in the recent issue, not a fan of Renee Montoya in this one.
Yeah, also, let's focus on Joe Mellon, the Frontierlands, which is interesting. And now, this is one lantern I do not have a problem with. I think no one's issue with this lantern at all. I've heard no negative stuff said about her at all, because everything, a lot of stuff related to the character was done by her original creator, like her being bisexual, which, okay, original. If it's the original creator doing it, fine. If it's another creator outing years later as someone that is like this, that's stupid.
I agree. It's just like how Dreamer is trans, and it's like that's one. So's her actress. 2, well, they brought her over.
Yes, from I think Supergirl.
Yep.
But yeah. As for Joe, I only read Far Sector one time, but that was all because of all the 5G stuff going on at the time. But yeah, she's a decent character. I've got nothing against her.
Yeah, but I gotta say though, I just want this thing to keep on getting stabilized. That's been the one big problem with these books. They're way too slow burned.
Love that cover for Action. That is an amazing cover.
Right.
Yeah,
But would you agree with that, Jay Heath?
yeah, I would agree. Just a slow burn. Now, a slow burn can be a good thing. It's just if you drag it out too long, then it becomes a problem.
And I think that's been what the one downside with some of these absolute books are. At least the second wave.
Yeah. Here's more Action Comics Superboy.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of flashback stories for some reason.
No, no. It's because because Wade would rather not deal with married Superman, so he's doing stuff in the past. That's why, so he can do it as little as possible. That's why.
I think what he's doing is I think by doing this Superboy thing, because for the longest time this has been ignored by DC Comics. You know,
Yep.
when he was a teenager. Wade is, in a way, if you look at this, he's kind of bringing in Silver Age Superboy to present day. That's kind of what he's doing with this.
Well, yeah. I mean, they've always toyed with it, but no one's done a proper Superboy story until now.
And this is Clark Kent Superboy, not Connor Kent. Boy, it's Tom King's Wonder Woman.
Now, okay, I'm relatively indifferent to Tom King. Now, I know, we tease Jared sometimes, but I'm going to be completely honest here. Tom King's Wonder Woman, it's mid. Like, I'm not going to say it's the worst thing since sliced bread. I'm just not going to say that.
The worst thing since sliced bread.
Sliced bread.
I know. Yeah. The phrase is always the best thing, not the worst thing.
But yeah. The only thing I really have issue with for Tom King specifically is the Trinity. I don't remember if it's within the backups or not, or if it's
not now. It's a mini now.
It's a mini now. Okay, thank you for clearing that up. The whole Trinity and Jason Todd thing, it just feels weird.
Yep.
I get it. It's an isolated thing. It's prior to Jason's unaliving in Bosnia. It's a contained story, but it just feels weird to me. Like,
well, I agree with that, but that's in that book. But I'll tell you this. The Mouse Man thing is ending so anticlimactically already.
Oh, it was always going to be anticlimactic because the Sovereign was completely overhyped. I could tell you that from the beginning.
Wait, this had nothing to do with the Sovereign. I'm talking about...
If you go from the Sovereign arc to the Mole Man...
Mouse Man.
Mouse Man, thank you. Sorry, I was thinking of Marvel for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, there's the level of hype and intrigue in the Sovereign story, for better or for worse, because, again, it did get... the Sovereign arc did get hype.
And they're already hyping up the next one with the Matriarch.
Exactly. Like, it kind of feels like Mouse Man was kind of like an interlude or a transition.
A bridge.
Yeah, transition.
Agree that Sovereign was absolutely going.
What was that?
What's up, Nemo? What's up, Tevia? How y'all doing tonight?
Yeah, Sovereign is a very boring doing.
Yep. And the fact that King was saying he's going to be my Joker, no. First off, he wrote Batman for how long? How does he not know what that means to be a character's Joker?
I think he wrote Batman for what was about 4 years. He wrote Batman.
Yeah, and again, double monthly. You think he would understand about the Joker?
Oh, Jay Heath, I did see online when they're finally going to release the last story arc that's publishing for Volume 2, Hush 2. Apparently, it's not going to come out until July.
March.
Here.
No, I thought it was March.
That's on Amazon. July.
That's DCKO. DCKO is going to last till March of next year.
Oh.
And we got another guest on the channel. Welcome, Movie Theater King, to the show. How you doing, buddy?
Hello?
Movie Theater, can you hear us?
Hello?
Maybe he's not
technical difficulties.
Yeah. Well, okay. We're gonna go ahead and move on. Movie Theater, just let us know when you can hear us.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I was saying, Mouse Man, he's a throwback deep cut villain, but I'm just not interested in the story.
I think he's Silver Age, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, or pre-Christ at the very least.
Yes, because it's like I get the fact writers are fans of Silver Age comics, but sometimes they bring in stuff that just makes no freaking sense at all.
And there's nothing wrong with
Mm-hmm.
modernizing Silver Age stories, but a lot of Silver Age stories were very wacky and campy, and they don't
Jeff
even make
Johns makes it work, and
yeah
King has never been a Jeff Johns. Never.
Um,
no
here's a question: does Grant Morrison make it work?
Yes.
yes
Hell
well
yeah.
if we're talking Batman and Batman Incorporated specifically, yes,
Spinning
as
off of from the Batman of Many Nations. Yeah.
yeah, Morrison is very hit or miss depending on which
If you're talking about Talia again, dude, you already know my stance on why I don't mind what he did.
Oh, look, it's the final issue of Trinity, which I think this is out now.
No, actually, no, it got bumped.
Why did it get bumped for? Was Tom King?
No, no one knows why there was a delay, but the final issue, well, at least there's a solicitation, but it doesn't come out until next month.
yeah, it got delayed.
Yes, ask if you. I think you're in movie theater, King.
Okay, movie theater King, can you hear us?
Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Yes, you are in. You are live right now. Your mic is muted.
Yeah.
Check your mic.
Yeah. You ever noticed this year that DC's only acts maybe like a few titles, but Marvel's cancel like a lot?
Well, yeah, because Marvel just splurges everything out all the time. They don't care. They just want to be, because they know it's the only way to keep themselves number one is by having we may not be in the top 10, but you add up all of our books together, we're still number one.
Oh, look, it's Sophie Campbell's Supergirl.
Oh, been loving that book.
A lot of deep cuts in this run, not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah, big one. The fact they even brought back the new 52 Cyborg Superman. Not a fan, but
I thought he died in the previous line for Supergirl.
no, it's a hallucination, or it's she's having a nightmare image of it.
Yeah.
But here's my guess. You know what? I realized here's how you can have it be. It's the reanimated corpse after her father died during New Krypton. That's my theory.
Yeah. This looks like this is Dan Slott's
Superman Unlimited.
Oh, I've been enjoying that book.
It's surprisingly decent, not gonna lie.
It's definitely a different character that he's written because people think, oh, this is the guy who wrote Spider-Man in the past decade. At least he's doing something different for a change.
Hey, remember, he gave us some pretty deep characters like Aaron Cash or Humpty Dumpty or the Great White Shark or Jane Doe.
Yeah,
in Arkham and his She-Hulk run.
I think I read online this might be the last issue of New Gods.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely
Of this volume. This is actually going to be the end of the first act.
Yes, I did hear something that he apparently said online. This is supposed to be 30 issues.
But they don't want to be like Detective, where people are just like, end it.
Yeah, and here's Aquaman. I can tell that's Mira on the cover. She looks gorgeous on the cover.
Seriously, I can't recommend this comic enough. It is surprisingly good. Aquaman was
Oh
shelved.
yes.
Aquaman was shelved for pretty much most of Infinite Frontier, if not all of it. And Jeremy Adams brought him right back as if nothing happened.
I think maybe that could have been. I don't think this is. You can point the blame on Kelly Sue Honig. She did write the last issue of his last.
No, it was after that. After you had Brandon Thomas and I forget the other writer, and they did Aquaman.
Yeah, but I thought Aquaman came out around Future State.
Yes, but that was still after Kelly.
True.
So I'm saying that was what was in between.
Because for some reason, some people are blaming her for the ending of Aquaman. No, she is not the reason why. I highly that you can put the blame on her. I think maybe the reason why the end of the book after 65 issues, this is my personal theory, I think at the time that the book probably took a dip in sales.
Yep.
And DC probably didn't like that. So
and it could have been a little bit because of her. Yeah,
and people call a thing like, oh, because she put stuff that she believes in the comic. I've read her issue she wrote for the comic. I mean,
hey, she gave her Andy.
Yeah, she got Andy. She got Aquaman married finally after Dan basically dangled this for like 2 years.
Well, he wanted to. I've met the man. He wanted to. Blame editorial.
Yeah. But at least they finally keep it Sponcom or something. It is, of course, the people forget the fact that Aquaman did have a son with Mira, which post-crisis they could before that.
I gotta say, in Justice League Unlimited, that one scene where you see the Peter David Aquaman looking around, remembers his son, then sees Andy, and even says, "Well, nice to know I've made it this long." I asked Mark Way, and he said, and I asked him, "Was this meant to be a Peter David tribute?" He said, "Not initially, but as he wrote it, it did."
Yeah, and this right here,
I love that.
This comic I have not read. I think
It's all right.
It is an interesting idea to have Red Tornado have his own team.
And he's also kind of going a little nuts.
Yes, having Simon Boss seems interesting because at least Sada the Mod is doing something with the character.
Well,
one at a time, gentlemen.
The Green Lantern books are still doing stuff with him too.
Yeah, but not much. What is? And here's the lamp is interesting. Cheetah, oh my gosh, let me Cheetah's skinny.
Yep, that's Nicole Scott. What do you expect?
Yeah, I know she got to read it. Now, here's the thing. The thing is, the new 52 design, I love what Tony S. Dale did with her. And I did kind of talk to Liam Sharp about, because technically he did redesign her because he's the one who wrote the Fresnay story. So he gave redesign. Apparently, Tony S. Dale had no problem with the redesign. This is technically her third design that she's had in the last 15 years.
I'll be honest, I always preferred her post-Infinite Crisis design.
That's fair.
Yeah, and of course the cheetah that's been popping up in the comic books since the mid-'80s has been the second cheetah.
Yeah, people keep forgetting, people keep forgetting she had a leotard originally.
Yeah.
She wasn't a cat lady.
Yeah, I think...
wasn't the cat lady done during Wonderworld Unleashed?
Possibly. I think it may have been Perez who basically came with the idea of having Cheetah go around look like she's butt naked. I think that may have been Perez's idea for her to do that.
Maybe.
This looks like Green Lantern, Green Arrow.
Yes.
That's an issue of Green Lantern, came out recently. Really good.
Now, I did appreciate the Chris Condon run for what it was. I'm just not a fan of the hood. I'm sorry. It just feels too Arrowverse to me.
Yes, I did see also that the current volume is ending issue 31.
Yep.
Yes, 31, which is interesting because the last volume ended after 50 issues. I think this is probably by far, out of all the ongoing Green Lantern, this recent volume is probably the shortest.
Nope. Brightest Days. Green Arrow would have been the shortest.
That was the same length.
No, it was not.
It was a few issues.
Yeah, but I'm saying no. That run, that Brightest Day one only lasted, a few issues. It was nowhere near what this one is.
Actually, I think it was 11 issues. It was 11 issues.
Yeah.
So this is the second shortest.
Yeah, so yeah.
I get why Williamson gave the book up because he was going for burnouts. I'm not sad he let the book to go. He probably had to. He had no choice.
Yep. And I gotta say, I hope DC and Marvel doesn't snatch him up now that he's doing Iron Man.
I don't think he's exclusive. I think he's...
No, I know, but I'm saying I didn't think PKJ was ever going to go exclusive, but after being on the Hulk for a couple of years, now he is.
Yeah, which I think the only book is coming up aside from doing Hulk. I think he's still doing Superman House of L for DC.
Book of L, yep.
Yeah, I think
and Batman and Robin. He took over for Williams.
He's wrapping that up. He's wrapping up Batman and Robin. And here's the thing, though. I think so long as DC keeps Williamson as one of their main driving forces with the ideas alongside Scott, I don't think he's going anywhere.
Yeah, I thought Jeremy Adams was on this time. When did Morgan Ham take over the writing duties this
I think he took over in issue 6.
Yeah, it was after Starbreaker Supremacy. They was the co-writer, and Adams was clearly there to get the ball rolling.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with Morgan Hampton's writing. I don't really know anything about the person, so I'm not familiar.
I don't know much either, but they've been doing killer stuff with Green Lantern.
Interesting cover. I see Kyle, I see Joe, Guy, Jessica,
Simon, Teen Lantern, and I want to say that's John in the middle.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I know you didn't want to spoil it, but can I spoil what happened in the recent issue?
Sure, go ahead.
John technically sacrificed himself at the end of Starbreaker Academy, but Supremacy. But then we find out, turns out that was a copy of John, the real John from Jeffrey Thorne's run. So in other words, the John we've been following since PKJ's run was not the real John. The real John was on turns out, at the end of Jeffrey Thorne's run, someone created in the Dark Sector a copy of Xanchi that also had a copy of Katmatui.
Love this cover for JSC Hero 1 featuring the Wesley Dodge Sam, and I believe that's Rex Tyler Hourman.
Yep.
With a Hawk Girl variant. Nice.
Yes, I believe that's Sandra Hall, if I'm not mistaken, the one who James Robinson created.
Yep.
That's not Shire, that's Kendrick's.
No, Kendra was the one that Rain Robinson created.
Okay.
I think that one is what we're seeing now in comics. They have not
currently, yeah.
And here's looks like to be the penultimate issue of Green Arrow. Do you think the reason why the book is ending because the sales are slipping the book?
Yep.
Yep. The biggest factor, hands down.
They actually did say that. It was stated it was low sales.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. I mean, like I said, I'm not a fan of the cape.
I think it was too grounded. I think it's a book where after following up Williams being more fantastical run, going right back to just I think I'll be able to just want more fantastical Green Arrow for a while.
Yeah, I'm surprised they picked a writer no one ever heard of before. I would have picked someone known to write Green Arrow.
Yep, Book of Eldo. I'm really liking that. If this is going to be PKJ's DC Swan Song, couldn't think of anything better.
Yeah, love that cover.
Hold on, what something?
I think that cover we showed before. I think that was Mike Aldred's cover.
Hold on, Godzilla. Yeah, Superman.
Right there. Underneath the description.
Yeah, that's the variant. That's the variant.
Okay.
Isn't that Mike Ultra as the cover? Kind of looks like it. That looks like Brainiac over the Fortress of Solitude.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting to go in with the, I think that was the Christopher Donner design of the Fortress of Solitude.
Yep.
Ooh, love the Godzilla cover. It's awesome. Godzilla in Ghidorah. I know that I think that the Godzilla in this book, I think that's a legendary Godzilla. Mm-hmm. And I think King Ghidorah, I think that's
legendary.
I don't think it's because
these are all legendary. That's the legendary logo when you have the book. And it's specifically the MonsterVerse version, whereas Marvel has the more traditional version.
Yeah. Did you notice how big he was in the movie when he appeared? Oh my God, he was huge. He was bigger than Tony designed him. Like,
I'll be honest, you know what? I'll say this. MonsterVerse is my favorite King Ghidorah, but you want to know what my second favorite is?
Which one?
Rebirth of Mothra 3.
Really?
That, because when you really think about it, that's pretty much the MonsterVerse version. He has a healing factor. He's insidious. He's an alien invader. He's not under mind control. And he's evil.
Yeah. And this looks like
Christmas anthology.
Red Tornado with
my uncle and Santa.
Yeah. Have you noticed her granddaughter's not appeared in the comics in the last decade?
She appeared in Doomsday Clock.
Cyclone. She's not done anything since then.
Not in Doomsday Clock, no. What have you been thinking about Kryptonite Spectrum?
I have not read it yet, so I don't have opinion on it. This looks like the way it's on the cover. It looks like an old Golden Age style comic.
Yep, it's meant to be, and this is the guy who's done Ice Cream Man.
Okay. Interesting cover, that one.
Oh, this is a reprint for just...
the facsimiles.
Yeah, that's the first time that they did a crossover. Crisis on Multiple Earths.
Yeah,
like it was in the 80s. That was Gardner Fox did that comic.
Mm-hmm.
That's in the 80s. Karat, Shoulder of the Road. I'm not familiar with this comic.
Children of the Round Table. This is a recent title. Tom Taylor.
Yeah, just the little OC characters, not tied into anything.
Oh, I love this cover here. This is clear. Yeah. I'm sure that the artist is a big fan of Akira. I have not seen Akira. I know the cover. Oh, that's Tiny Titans.
Wait, you've never watched Akira?
Nope.
That's our next movie special. After Deadpool and Wolverine, that is our next movie special. I'm planning it now.
I'll find a way to watch it. Yeah, this is Tiny Titans. Actually, this is Teen Titans Go, which never seen the show because
Yeah.
I'm just not
It has
interested.
its fans.
I know it got its fans. I just personally, for me, not interested at all. I get the fact that they brought in the original cast of 03 show for that one, but that still doesn't pique my interest to watch it.
Wait, and we're caught up.
No graphic.
I did not expect it to be that short.
Yeah, and also no graphic novels. See that?
Hold on, maybe we might actually have time to go through December if you guys.
I was thinking that we would. Hey,
All right.
if we're lucky, we might be able to go through January.
Maybe.
But while I set up the art, while I pull up the article, hold on, let me go ahead and put the tagline.
I picked these up, say, from Barnes & Noble.
What is that?
This is Batman Brave and the Bold across the universe.
Nice.
And
Okay.
old school book. I'm surprised I have this. Red Hood Lost Days.
Oh boy, that book. Ugh.
Now, at this point, when you see this tagline, we're going to go into spoilers, which means we're going to talk about the comics that came out this month, all of November, what we thought about it, kind of as a little segue while I pull up the article. So,
I thought most of the books this month were pretty good.
No one wants to go in detail?
Yeah, I haven't read them yet, sadly, but I probably will eventually read them. It just I'm trying to catch up other stuff. So
I went over the Green Lantern book.
They do look interesting to read. That's my honest truth matter.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Okay, let me just go ahead and pull up the December solicitations, and
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, if we're lucky, maybe we can do January.
That's possible.
Wait, the January solicitations are out too? Jeez.
They've been out for a while.
Yeah. My next anime I'm hoping to get into. There's a few anime I really want to get started. Next breaking Toku. One is going to be the second season of Slayers. Slayers next. I'm ready to watch.
Slayers. Yep, Lena Embers.
I actually saw Lisa Ortiz 2 minutes ago. Shogexpo. Awesome.
Nice.
I got a picture with her. I'll send you a DM on Twitter about
I
it.
gotta show you guys my new intros I got. I got one from Phil Lamar, and Nicole Sullivan did another one.
Isn't Phil Lamar a cartoon voice actor?
Yeah, I had voice actors do that. And get this. Okay, you guys are gonna love this. I actually saw a underground history in the making. Phil Lamar met Dennis Cowan, the co-creator of Static, for the first time.
Really?
Yep. And it wasn't a big thing. You just walked over and met him. I was right there when it happened. I did take a picture because I wanted to be polite. But yeah, they never met.
Really?
He met Dwayne. They both have worked with Dwayne on their own, but the two have never met until now.
Yeah, I've met somebody who actually knew Dwayne McDuffie as a kid. Ron Wilson.
Oh, I met him a year before he died.
I never met Dwayne McDuffie. I would have loved to meet the guy because I love the SAG cartoon. Because I know I heard he was consultant on the cartoon. He was the producer. He was a consultant because he was working JLU at the time when that show was coming out.
Oh, he was the showrunner on it. Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
he was consultant. I think he was trying to because he's credited for creating the character, but he wasn't exclusively work on the show because he's doing Justice League at that point. He wrote some episodes of Justice League. I don't think he wrote any episodes for Static. I remember.
Before we move forward, Movie Theater King, do you want to test before we keep going? Hold on, let me take this off.
See if we can change his logo to a shark.
Nice.
He still says muted.
Okay. Just respond in the private chat.
Oh. Hello.
Are you there, Movie Theater King?
Hello? Can you hear me?
There we go.
Yay!
All right, Movie Theater King, how you doing, buddy?
You muted again.
We'll just keep going. Just Movie Theater King, just respond in the private chat when you can.
Yeah, we heard him.
All right.
So yeah, this is the in-between issues of in-between rounds of the DCKO issues. So this one we already know now. By now, it's Superman versus Captain Atom.
Obviously.
Yep,
And
we got
this
more
is-
time. Oh yeah, Aquaman. I gotta ask, dude, where do you stand on people constantly trying to dump on Jeremy Adams and saying, "Oh, you killed Mira," and yet it's like, guys, she's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He first of all, he saved Wally West from
Yep.
every. Let's just establish that first. Like, say what you will about his writing style, but he saved Wally West from the brink of everything going on from what death metal was setting up. Okay, I try not to talk about this too much because it's feel like beating a dead horse. But for those who are not affiliated with me or are joining me for the first time, let me make this perfectly clear. First of all, 5G would have never succeeded as a marketing gimmick. It was not. It was dead in the water.
It was meant to be. In fact, the whole point of 5G was just to be absolute editorial control.
Second, even comic historian Ben, rest in peace, openly admitted this would have 5G, if it had gone through, would have killed the entire line.
Right.
It's just.
I feel bad for Jeremy Adams that he had to deal with the fallout of the Future State two-parter because everyone thought he wrote it.
No, that was something Ed forced on him by editorial. He was just credited after the fact.
No, he didn't write those 2 issues.
Wait, he didn't? I thought. Wait,
no, that was the guy who directed Under the Red Hood. I forget the guy's name, but that guy.
Oh, yeah.
He wrote those 2. Adams had nothing to do with those 2 at all, but everyone kept assuming he did, and it took until towards the end of his run before the stink finally fell off.
That is true. Now, hold on. Now, Aquaman issue number 12 is a tie-in. Like you said, these are just kind of like the in-between fights over round 1.
The art's nice.
Well, actually, technically round 2. Between round 2 and 3. Round 1 was them running.
Okay. Wonder Woman versus. Okay, they're not going to reveal.
No. They did reveal them recently. I just don't remember who it was. But during the time of the solicitation, they were mysterious.
Okay. And
I think she might be Lobo. I think.
All right, Titans issue number 30, another tie-in issue.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of
more. Well, yeah, and let's be honest. Flash was more tacked on because they were ending Spurrier's run early.
Anyway.
Yeah, and they replaced him with Wade, who actually has history with the character.
And Cantwell, who again, I think it's Wade plotting, Cantwell scripting.
Pretty much.
Which they did that for the yesterday crossover, which I researched on my channel. That was amazing.
No, that was, but no, he wrote the entire book and that entire event. It was just fill-in artists.
Now, Mercy. Now, I have to admit, everything Williamson has done up to this point, really bringing Mercy into the forefront, giving her more to do.
Mm-hmm.
I very much appreciate that, especially when you factor Luthor's amnesia. It would have been very easy to just make Mercy Luthor's version of Harley Quinn and called it a day.
So I gotta say, can I be honest with one thing that I don't like about was KO? I don't like how it's basically derailing the character growth Williamson is giving Lex.
Yeah, but it was going to get derailed or outright undone eventually anyway.
Yeah, but this soon?
All right, and now we got Superman versus the Legion.
Oh, I gotta say it. We got Lois as Superwoman again. Yay!
And Neuron versus Superman Blue. At least
Yep.
I think that's Neuron.
Yep, that's Neuron. And I gotta say, I love this terrific 10s. These plucked out from different points in time heroes.
Now, Tevia, remember, we're trying to be proficient. We're trying to stay on topic. Save the rants to the end. Can you agree to that?
Yep, we'll do.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Want to establish that now. Everyone else okay with that, gentlemen?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this has been good. And again, JLU and World's Finest have been some of the best books at DC. And definitely some of Mark Waid.
I love that book.
One at a time, gentlemen.
Yeah. I was saying and some of Mark Waid's best writing in years.
Mm-hmm.
And these variant covers are just spotless. We even got wait, is this a Justice Gang variant or is that?
I think, yeah, it is. It is.
I can tell because guy looks like a Thillian.
And you have Metamorpho, Mr. Terrific, and Hawkgirl.
Yeah, this is a Justice Gang variant with Star Sapphire and Firestorm
But Star
sprinkled in.
Sapphire wasn't in the movie.
She
No,
wasn't.
it's a nod to it.
Oh, gotcha. Who's the gold?
Boost the
yeah,
gold.
sorry.
I tell you, don't give spoilers about what's been going on recently.
Sorry.
Wait, okay, none of these have been released for December yet. You want to just
No. I'm talking. Okay, Dark Side is in control. Is actually either inside or disguised as Booster.
Okay, but
KO.
all right. Do we actually want to read the solicitations, or are we just going to skim through them?
We can read through. We can do a bit of both.
Okay. Do you guys? Anyone want to read this one?
Yeah.
I'll do it. As the time displaced heroes fight for their lives against the towering might of the demonic Neuron. Why is it lowercase? Oh well. Mr. Terrific descends into the cold vacuum of space, but this time it's by his own design. Can Michael Holt team with the rogue agent behind Justice League Red to purge all emotion and coldly calculate the fate of humanity? Grab the tissues, everybody. This issue is about to break some hearts. So it does tie into Justice League Red.
It does?
It just said it, Debbie.
Oh. Sorry.
Absolute Wonder Woman issue number 15. Okay, hands down, at least in my opinion, Absolute Wonder Woman is the best of the Absolute book so far.
Neck and neck with Batman.
Like I said, Absolute Batman's a very close second, but if I had to pick out of the two, I'm going with Absolute Wonder Woman.
I agree. Because Absolute Wonder Woman is great. Absolute Superman, it's so boring. I
wouldn't say it's boring.
More of a slow burn. More of a slow burn.
Just like the other, it's the problem with the other books too. But I'll say this: keep Aaron there where he's happy. I gotta say that Jason Aaron is a writer where keep him on a book in a world, his own little world where he's happy, so he doesn't try to retcon everything else.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, we're getting the big crossover.
That I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to more of this. This looks fun.
Yep, I'm essentially the fact that he's bringing Waylon, Croc, to her to try and cure him.
Really? Huh.
That's the plot.
First meeting after her by the glass, Mark of Hecate at the crime scene, Gollum draw the Wonder Woman into Batman Orphan, dramatic fashion. World great detective and the world's most famous witch was put together to tell a serial grizzly and basically murdered that friend something much more dangerous coming from Gollum.
Someone else read it. Sorry, can someone else read it?
Okay.
I'm reading it as best I can, but
You're good, Tevia. It's all right. It's all right. You were just going a little too fast. That's all.
sorry.
Mhm.
I'll read the story. The first meeting of two absolute heroes has arrived at last. The mark of Hecate at a crime scene in Gotham draws Wonder Woman into Batman's orbit in dramatic fashion. World's great detective and the world's most famous witch must work together to solve a series of grisly and ambitious murders. Interesting. That threaten something much more dangerous coming for Goblin.
All right.
January, after Batman issue 16.
Yep.
Detective. Oh, cool.
This is a two-part story. One's going to be Absolute Wonder Woman. The other's going to be Absolute Batman.
Yep.
Okay.
That sounds fun.
You know what? I probably could play the clip, but let's see how the final story plays out. I'm not going to play the clip prematurely, even though it
Which clip? Which clip?
Oh, this one.
Let me try.
Okay.
Wonderbot, 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 Wonderbot.
Good times.
Just an old dirty inside joke. But
Is Jared in the audience? I wonder.
Jared, if he's watching this on playback, he's probably cringing right now.
He's probably throwing a chair at the wall.
He is.
Dude, thank you. Now, anytime someone says Wonderbot, I start to mutter it, and I kind of let him hear me say that during the last stream. I was odd. He was just like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Oh, whoops."
Superman issue for number 14, but yes, like Nick was saying, let Jason Aaron have his sandbox. Just because the moment you let him go off, you try to rein him in editorially, he's just gonna make retcons to make it work. It's not fun for anybody.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. Keep it that the Absolute Universe lets him have his fun. Otherwise, Look what happened with him on Avengers.
Oh yeah, crash and burn.
Uh-huh.
Trying to make Thor's mommy beat Phoenix.
That was weird.
Looks like I think that's absolute Superman versus looks like Ra's al Ghul.
Yep.
That is-
I keep on thinking it's Vandal Savage, but no, it's Race.
That's race.
But it looks like Vandal, though, doesn't it?
A classic Batman villain in this title.
Oh, I think that's the whole twist of it. It's like, hey, it's its own world. Who says he has to be a Batman villain?
Yeah, because in Absolute Batman he's fighting
Well, he's fighting. No, he is fighting his Rose, but that doesn't mean that Aaron is beholden to it.
that is true, yeah. Absolute Flash has been very interesting. I don't know what's happening right now, but it's very interesting story.
Yeah, it's very interesting, but it's not the greatest either.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'll give it credit. It's a different one with Flash.
But for the fastest man alive, it's such a slow burn.
Agreed. It started off strong, but then going slow, to the point. Like, this is the point, like, what?
Yeah, it's like they're spinning their wheels until we get to everything else catches up. Same with Green Lantern. It feels like, you know what vibes I'm getting? I'm getting Ultimate Spider-Man vibes.
Which one? The old one?
Oh, the original, the Bendis one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Where where it's like, can we get to the point?
Yeah, I agree with this.
Do you guys getting that vibe at all from both Absolute Flash and Green Lantern?
Absolute Green Lantern, especially. I mean, what started as a slow burn, and now again they started a completely different pacing. It got the Trinity out the way. They're just. If I had to actually say which book is the weakest, I would have to in the Absolute line. I would have
Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, Absolute
Martian
Martian
Manhunter.
Manhunter. Yeah, Martian Manhunter is the weakest by far. But that's
How
what
have you
Martian
been
Manhunter.
enjoying?
Oh, what's up, movie Nemo? How's it going? We finally got a hold of you.
Yep.
But
No, it's Movie Theater King's Birdstorm. It's me.
Yeah.
oh, my fault. I'm terribly sorry about that.
Yeah, looks like you changed it.
Sorry. My Wi-Fi has been acting weird, so I had to change it to a phone.
It's
Because-
okay.
No worries.
The
By
first
the
one
way,
was basically your typical, which is Peter with Gwen and MJ. Then there was a shark. Now it's this character.
I didn't know who that character is, but it looks pretty cool.
Mhm.
We're just glad to be able to hear
Yeah.
and have you today.
and by the way, quick question, guys. It's a Marvel solicitation question, but I gotta ask, have you guys checked out 1776?
I have.
What did you think?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the story for what it was. It's a bit of a slow burn, but I'm enjoying it so far.
I thought the twist, though, of course, like, okay, you can't go back in time and change history. Morgan Fay is not going back in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
She's living it. She's living it.
Yes. Yeah, I think the whole idea of going to that year is interesting, especially since I love it whenever fiction revisits American Revolution, as long as you don't alter it. It's fun seeing fictitious characters witnessing real life history. It's so awesome, in my opinion.
I just want to ask. I just asked it because I just walked by that issue and it just popped in my head, and I don't know if anyone else who's read it.
Yeah, Robert, I just sent you. I didn't see you have a DM thing on Twitter, so I sent you
I do.
on Twitter.
Yep. All right. Hold on.
Movie asked in the private chat, how have you been enjoying the Absolute Universe? I've enjoyed it pretty well so far.
Yeah. Same here. Overall.
I'm
Mhm.
enjoying it way more than Open Marvel, even though Open Marvel have been good, but I'm just ticked off that it's ending.
The new Ultimate Universe only really had Spider-Man and maybe Ultimate Wolverine going for it. Every
Don't
other
forget the
book,
Avengers
And the
Black Panther.
Ultimates. And the Ultimates.
yeah, and the Ultimates, I'll give them that.
Yeah.
But other than those three, every book either fell off or just was dead on arrival.
What about Black
Or
Panther?
just relying on the creators' fan base, nothing more.
Yeah. And,
Peach Momoko.
Well, yeah, over X-Men, you're funny dude. Yeah. All you're funny
I'm
dude.
sorry.
Ultimate.
What is the appeal to Peach Momoko's art? Can someone tell me?
I'm getting to
Who the heck knows?
My
Love
bad.
that cover for Absolute Workman. That is an amazing cover.
That is.
Oh, yeah.
The story is so slow.
After the
Also,
Mullen,
Black Panther is very interesting from what I've read. They have it where in that universe where Storm is with Killmonger.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman who's supposed to be the head of his the bodyguards is also the Queen of Wakanda.
Interesting. But I will say this, though. When it comes to Absolute Martian Manhunter, I do like the idea of John and John being two separate beings.
Yeah, that's pretty actually interesting, especially with
That was the only good hook about it.
Also,
And this is called Middletown, which I think this was the place which I believe Steve Orlando had his brief limited series set in that very town too.
He did.
Yep.
Right, Middletown, you said?
Yes.
So you say that? I thought I heard Middleton, and I thought Kim Possible's in town.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
I think that's where Steve Orlando, because his was, if I remember reading it, I believe was like a just kind of take a little bit of the golden age Martian Winter and just put it in modern, actually more like Silver Age Martian Manhunter present day, except where John Jones, when he's human, is black instead of being white, which I only theorize. I still think this is probably the reason they did this, because Martian Manhunter on Supergirl was black.
I will say this. That's one of the few books where Riley Rossmo's artwork being so weird and wacky works.
Another book where its artwork worked, Wesley Dodd Sandman.
That too, and Batman in the Shadow.
Yes. His book
But Harley and Harley kind of worked, kind of, not quite.
I did enjoy his arc in that book. I did not know the reason why he left that book. I've never asked him the reason why.
Robin.
That Robin book was awful.
Yeah, no. Didn't he leave Harley Quinn to do Robin?
Yes, he did the first 6 issues, and he was pulled from title. My guess is because of the reputation, because this book was getting so much hate online. It's in my every time when I reviewed the Who trades that came up for this series, I call it Tim Drake Robin Volume 1, aka garbage, because that's what the book was. It was pure garbage.
It was.
Okay, let's actually break this down. Okay, they're actually returning to the Fitz Martin run. That's what they're alluding to.
Yep.
Second of all, the creative team was a complete mismatch. You had Megan Fitzmartin, who's not the best writer in the world, but she's decent. And then you had the artist who technically worked on Harley Quinn, who in his style is mostly zany and chaotic. Now, for someone, let's say, not Deadman, what's that one JSA hero that puts people, the Sandman, thank you.
Yes.
For the Sandman comic, his art was actually pretty good because it worked well with his style.
Same with Batman Shadow.
That is also true. But for Tim Drake Robin, it was a complete mismatch and the art was all over the place. And Fitzmartin, there's a reason this book got canned after 10 issues, but that book was atrocious.
And unfortunately, Fraction is still keeping it Bernard canon.
Why?
Yeah.
Why
When I watched that first book, I saw the preview
One more time,
for
gentlemen. Hey,
when I saw the preview for that first issue, I'm like, I love Ryan Reynolds' artwork, but this artwork is garbage. He drew Tim Drake like a woman.
Yep, I think that was the point.
Why?
Because he's gay now. Well, bye, but they're treating him as gay.
Yeah, I have in my head. I think a lot of people basically have pointed this out. Though, anytime we see that book or anything Megan's written where Tim Drake is gay, we see it as not canon. We do not acknowledge it as a canon. DC has tried to acknowledge it as canon, but the readers have rejected it. Every single one of them pretty much rejected it, except for maybe like a small 0.5% of accepting as canon.
Unfortunately, Matt Fraction has now reconfirmed it in his Batman run.
Why? I don't get it.
Because to be honest, Fraction shares that kind of mindset as Fitzmartin. He's just better at writing things.
Figures.
Fraction's good stuff.
And it also doesn't help that people have been pairing or shipping, as I've been told, Tim and Connor for years. Like it is really messed up. Like it is.
It is. But Bernard, let's be honest, Fitzmartin only picked Bernard because she thought it would get Willingham mad, and it didn't do it.
No, but yeah, he didn't take the bait. He's better than that.
Yeah, but she was so banking on it. You could tell she was banking on it.
No,
I don't think he gave a damn about it at all. I don't think he cared.
Nope.
No.
He was already well past it. So she thought, oh, he's conservative. Of course he's going to go, rah, rah, rah. But here's the funny thing about Willingham. He took pot shots when people thought he was coming on JSA. People were saying, oh, he's going to probably make Obsidian straight. What did he do at the end, near the end of his run? Obsidian was stuck in an egg form. He broke free and he said, hey, Dad, guess what? I'm cured. I'm not gay anymore. Ah, just kidding. Still gay. Oh, you should have seen the looks on your face.
Oh, that's funny.
And I'm just like, that's the kind of guy Willingham is. He's the guy who'll be like, is that what they really think about me? Okay, wise guys.
Yeah, I know that when people think of Will Ham, the number one book people think of is Fables.
Yep.
Yeah, Fables. Now,
Yeah, yeah.
hold on, let's
Go ahead.
actually ask this question. Which do you guys think is worse? Alan Scott's Green Lantern from the Teen Titans Academy writer or Megan Fitzmartin's Tim Drake Robin?
Megan Fitzmartin. Tim Sheridan, at least once the editorial got told him, what the heck are you doing? Actually put out, concluded it decently at the end.
I have met Tim Sheridan.
Yeah,
And?
I have asked him about the whole thing. Now, the whole thing of Alan Scott being gay, that was not him who wrote that.
No, New 52.
Even before, even after that, that was Tinian who did it. So that I got. But it felt like the first 3 issues wasn't even much about him as Green Lantern. It felt like it was about being a gay man in the past. And then here's why it feels like there was a total rewrite shift. Because after issue 1 came out, which is when the first 3 issues would have been in the can, the last 3 issues were massively delayed.
That's odd. Why would they do it?
Now, Tim Sheridan has spoke to the family who created Alan Scott.
Okay.
He told me this about Alan Scott out of this gay. They had no problem with it.
That's good
Okay.
news.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I have asked him about that. He told me Teen Titans Academy, this is according to him, was a better selling Teen Titans title than the previous volume.
Gee,
Yeah, that's because
I
the Adam
wonder
Glass
why.
run was terrible.
The last
No,
one
is
was
that
Exactly.
why?
When Ben Percy wrote it, it was amazing.
So tribute. It was. I would argue, Percy's run was a tribute to New Teen Titans from Percy and Perez. It was a love letter to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm curious. Now, Ben Percy told me that's why I met him. Why did he leave DC for Marvel? He told me this. DC editor kept screwing him around.
Yep, that's what he told me. That's what he told me.
And he appreciated the fact that I love his DC work. Like, his Green Arrow work is amazing. I love his Teen Titans book. And the fact I even told him I love his James Bond book he did, Black Box.
Yep.
What's going to Action Comics?
I don't think he did Action. I know he did
No,
also.
he didn't do Action, but
No,
President.
I'm going to switch
We did it
things.
for November, but we didn't go over December's Action Comics.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, he did do a few issues of Detective.
Yes.
But between Francis Menaport and Brian Buccellato.
Yep. But I was about to say was with Sheridan, like I said, and I would say this: Alan Scott coming out at the way that he handled him coming out as gay, way more respectable than most of the times where they had it be he and Sheridan actually didn't. Wait, anyone try to talk? Sorry. I'm sorry. I keep on hearing sound like someone was trying to talk. Sorry.
No,
Was that there made Supergirl look like Daphne from Scooby Doo?
That's her.
Okay.
It's a headband and the red hair. That's why.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't looking. I'm not looking at the screen at the moment. What I was saying was, but yeah, with Alan Scott, him being gay and everything, well more respectable. For one, especially Sheridan made it clear towards the end. Made it clear he really convinced himself after dealing with Red Lantern. Oh, it was maybe the ring convinced me to think I was gay, and he had so love for his wives. It just took until later we finally realized, no, I am gay. So he had convinced himself otherwise. I like that.
Yeah, that'd be more respectful than the Tender Goblin stuff. The Tender Goblin stuff was just garbage.
Yeah. Now, I know that if you see this current Supergirl costume, it shows up a little bit of midriff. It's not like the one they have before New 52 relaunch.
Wait, what? With what?
The midriff, show off her belly.
You're talking about Supergirl?
Yeah, Supergirl.
Yeah.
I spoke to Badar about that years ago. He told me this. He was not a fan of that post-Infinite Crisis costume. He did not like it at all.
Oh, I also met Jamal Igo, and he said that's the reason why he gave her the skirt. The shorts underneath the shorts underneath her skirt, because it's just like, why is it putting so much emphasis on the crotch area?
Yeah,
that's funny.
You know that Ian Churchill, I heard he got a lot of flack the way he drew Supergirl when he did that.
Yep, big time. But then he hurt his hand, and that's why he got taken off.
Wait, then the Krypton gentleman is. Wait. What's going on with you, man? I know something from that.
Thanks to
Then
Toy Man's
Toy
kryptonite
Man,
bullet,
Kryptonite. Sorry.
Earth
They,
is finally ready to mass produce commercial faster than light rockets for the planet's richest 1%. And who wouldn't want Earth's multi-billionaires traveling among the stars? Everyone, every single being in the Kyra cosmos. It's up to Superman and special guest star Guy Gardner to save the launch of Simon Stagg's new space yacht from one of the deadliest cosmic beings in the galaxy.
Wait, is that unlimited?
I have no idea.
It is.
Superman Unlimited.
Yep.
Yes.
Really retro.
Here's the reason why they put in this book, why he's printing a lot of these books. I think because of the Superman movie.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that was for Summer of Superman. But I think also he wanted to move on to DC. Plus, I think, and you know that he actually just recently, the most recent issue of Superman Unlimited, he plotted it, but Jeremy Adams did the dialogue.
Really?
Yep. Okay, so Wonder Woman. Okay, I got to ask you guys, thoughts on the Stephanie Williams fill-ins?
They were decent. They were decent.
No, they haven't even happened yet, dude. That's the solicitation. Read it, because that's the funny thing. When this solicitation first came out, everyone thought King is finding off Wonder Woman. Read the solicitation and try and tell me that again.
The best laid plans of Mouseman have gone awry, with Wonder Woman's inspiring an island of people to revolt against their captor.
Never mind. Wrong one. Wrong solicitation.
Yeah, that's January. That's January's, Robert.
So yeah.
Oh, look, it's Halloween. I think it's Halloween, the red mask. Isn't it Halloween?
No, that's
that's Red Arrow.
That's Red Canary.
Red Canary.
From Dark Crisis.
Which I like her.
She's fine, but she hasn't been anything the last couple of years.
She's popped up in and out here and there.
I haven't read Deadly Red. I kind of don't really care what's on a writing.
Not gonna lie, I'm convinced this is just a revamp of the Power Girl comic. What was that Power Girl comic that came out last year?
You mean
the Power Girl?
Yeah. That run kind of fell off, in my opinion.
Well, it's Leia Williams.
Mm-hmm.
What do you expect, dude?
Yeah.
The woman is only does 10% good books.
Yeah,
come on.
Okay,
10%. Don't we think we're shooting a little low? Just a little bit.
Yeah. When she wrote the Office Say Sirens book, I put in my review. This was the first comic book to feature both Harley Quinn and Punch. Right, in the comic book since Joker War.
And it sucked!
How bad was it?
Punchline has become one of those, I'm going to be doing a streaming from in my bikini inside a pool type of streamers.
Didn't she debut as an influencer?
No, but she tried to Flanderize it.
What?
Yeah, and for some reason, I'm not sure why. It's okay, so she had her miniseries by Teenie Howard. I would have thought Teenie would have put her in the Harley Quinn book. Nope. She put her in Catwoman.
Yep.
Why? I don't get it.
And Leah is probably the only person besides Teenie who actually bothers to write a comic book to feature both Harley and Punchline in the same comic, because I'm not sure if there's editorial mandate at DC to keep these two not in the same comic book.
Well, I don't think anyone's interested in her anymore.
I don't even care about this character.
I still like Punch, but anyway.
Apparently, when it came to her miniseries with Teen Howard, Teen had no idea that DC was doing that at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was kind of dropped on her.
Right. She did a good job, though, with it.
I know it's an Alex Ross. It's Alex Ross inspired cover, that one.
I'm struggling with Fifth Constant. I can't read that.
Adventure Superman, the Book of L.
I get Book of L, really liking it.
Yep.
I love that's obviously Golden Age Superman.
Kind of, sort of.
Wait, who's running Kent?
What? Remember, Book of L is in the way future, remember?
Oh, yeah, Future State.
No, well, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Who thought Future State wasn't canon anymore?
No, well, except
okay.
for Book of L.
It's a
Kind
carry.
of.
It's a carryover
Sort of.
title, basically, kind of what Fire and Ice was last year.
Okay, I
Yeah.
see.
It's a carryover title that was shelved for a while, and they just decided to release it.
It was supposed to be fans, and then PK the Action Comics run, but PK got kicked off Action Comics
After World War Saga.
Yeah,
Well,
the
actually,
World
he was
War
on
Saga.
for a little bit longer afterward. He didn't leave until it was just before the Superstar Initiative started. That's when he
Yeah.
Wait, PKJ? No, he left a little bit after that.
Yeah, which confused me because why did he leave? Because I feel
No,
like
he left because they were going to start doing the super stars rotating cast stuff. Tevya,
yeah.
remember?
The only writer who's written that so far, I was thinking he was there, but I like the story he wrote, but I was not a fan of the choice who wrote the story, John Ridley.
Okay,
And-
his story he did for that, you're absolutely right. But let's not forget, he tried to actually canonize that red and blue story he did.
Why? That's so
Wait, I thought.
awful.
Wait! I thought that was a gag.
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
they referenced it in his Action Comics issues.
Oh
Where
god!
no. Okay, it's a vague reference, so you can brush it aside. But he basically said, "Oh, there's only one other person I wanted to use my hate vision on as soon as I saw them."
oh dear God.
So then, obviously, now that's vague enough. You can say it's not referencing it, but if you know what they don't even put in an editor note. But it's obvious what he was referencing.
Yeah, it is obvious.
Here's Green Lantern.
Thank
Issue
you.
three.
We need a palette.
Still loving it. We're coming up on we're coming close to the 600.
Yeah, also, it's been a while since I've seen a new trade release for Green Lantern because I have the first three. I don't know if Volume 4 is released yet. It seems like it's been a while since I released a trade paperback for that one.
Yep. How
You can
was
say.
Help from Batman, World's Great Detective, and Green Lantern's greatest frenemy?
Walker!
For the Book of Oa to view itself in his mind. Wait, what? What's going on with the Book of Oa?
Okay, Tevya, have you been keeping up with the book?
I kind of dropped out. I've been so it was over.
The Book of Oa has been showing. Remember, the Book of Oa shows things that can happen. And apparently, Hal's name has been a big part of what's going on. How, why, we don't know yet. But that's what the mystery is, that they're building up to 600.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Green Lantern
I
Corps.
can tell. What was the last DC comic to reach 600 issues? It's been a long time.
Flash or Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman was 800.
No, but I'm saying no. That was the last time we've had 6 books reach that number.
I mean, issue 600. Because when Wonder Woman Flash did it recently, that was with 700.
And 800.
Yeah, and the 800 too. But they had a very acknowledging 600 issues, but the last one to have maybe 600 issues published on the cover, I think may have been, off the top of my head, I think it was probably Batman, maybe?
No, 600. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, he's over 900 by now.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Aya would be canon in Green Lantern.
Wait, what?
Aya, you know, the AI robot.
Oh, yep. Aya's been back. Yep.
Yeah, they did canonize. I think they canonized her. Didn't they canonize her a few years back?
Yeah, they canonized her as a ship during War of the Green Lanterns. This was her big return, and in the first time in that body.
And also, Jeremy has basically put, he brought Razor in the continuity too.
Yep. But, and also to clarify one thing, people were thought, are they canonizing John and Hawkwoman together? No, it was just teasing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dang it. I really wanted that to be canon. Because I love him in the comics.
Cat Matui's back, so
This issue here, from what I've read, is possibly the final issue of this book.
What is?
That's the game.
Green Arrow.
Yep, that is the last issue.
Shame.
I know.
Yeah, I have not been keeping up with lately, but I think the current. I know you said you kind of dropped the book. Book is okay. Ooh, Cheetah.
And again, believe it or not, can I tell you one thing that I know Jared is relishing about, or not relishing, but finds funny? Get this. Tom King's Trinity is outselling this book.
It is?
Yes.
Even though they're with the same guy?
No, Tom King is outselling Greg Rucka.
That's a shock.
Weird.
But here's why I think it is. One, Rucka has not done any big name books since the Lois Lane book. He's done some indie books, but no one's been paying attention to it. So I think this is a case where he has been away for so long, people have to be reminded who he is.
Oh, I know who that is.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, it's Cheetah and Cheshire.
Yeah, that character in the cover there, that one there,
King
that's
Kong.
Congorilla.
What?
That's Congorilla.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
Congorilla.
Oh?
Yeah, character.
Congo from James Robinson's Justice League run. That was the last time he was there.
Wait, wasn't he also in Cry for Justice?
Yeah, that was what led into it. But I gotta say, I do love how during the Congorilla Starman one shot that was done long ago. That's the case where he resurrects Tasmanian Devil, a hero. And at one point, Congo says to, this is the McCall, the alien Starman, they say like, he's gay, and what? I'm gay, and you think we should just get together just naturally? You think that's how it works? McCall, I have no idea how any of this
Oh,
works.
that is
Remember
funny.
who created the Alien Starman? The one who created that one shot? I know it wasn't Robinson. He brought him back and utilized the character he has run. He popped up once back in the 70s.
Yep. And then, you have that one. You had the Prince Gavin one. Robinson was the one who united all the different Starman lores into one.
It was Steve Ditko character.
Yep, a Steve Ditko one. You had that one. You had the Prince Gavin one, and you also had the Will Payton.
Yep. But it actually, they, cut in, not cut in, the, influenced Stargirl. Who at the
No. That's the Jack Knight was the one who was inspirational for Stargirl.
Oh, my bad. Oh, I'm looking forward to this card was tons of fun. Just because you got there, Kong 2.
Right.
I can't wait to read this book. It was amazing.
Right. But anyway.
Kryptonite Spectrum, I got dropped off.
Wait, which book?
Kryptonite Spectrum.
I've been enjoying it. That's the last issue.
It looks very weird.
It's supposed to be weird, have ya?
Yeah.
I'm laughing. That's supposed to be a laugh. That was supposed to be a laugh. Like, it's supposed to be weird.
I get the Doctor Who reference, and that's Children of the Round Table.
I have never learned.
I have no interest in this book. If it's not canon into the DC universe, no interest.
Wait, I thought quote was canon.
The Children of the no, that is not canon at all.
Is it?
This
No.
Huh.
This
I know
book.
about that.
Children of the Round Table is not canon.
Then
Yes.
what is it?
It's kind of
It's-
a standalone thing.
Yeah, it's a standalone kids book that Taylor's
Oh.
writing.
That's interesting. Maybe this could be interesting trade.
But
I'm back.
all right, welcome back, Nick. Now we've covered November, and December.
So I'll do January.
Yeah.
Let me
I
see.
didn't see the graphic novels there. Did you? In those
No.
sources?
No,
Not the website. Not the website I was on.
Nope. Oh, by the way, I always use comic releases. That's what I've been using lately.
The student I've been reading AIPT comics.
I find that interesting, but I think comic releases has less ads to deal with. It's a more newer site, and it's much more just straight to the point.
Yep.
It's something that we're going to have 2 months solicits in just.
What? You guys were talking over each other.
Okay.
So far, we've gone through 2 months of solicits in like about 90 minutes.
Like, see, seriously, this has gone by pretty quick. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, we got this coming out. Dev Spiral for Spidey.
oh, thank you for pulling up the link, Tevia.
You're welcome.
Okay, I will say this. The idea, if you saw the last issue of Carnage, Death Spiral makes a lot more sense. The idea is Carnage ripped the infant Spider-Man's identity from Eddie. Because when you see that, Carnage is never known.
Yeah, that's the thing about he's never known Peter Parker as Spider-Man.
Well, now he does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Scholl has been writing his title for the past year. Now, the book ended at 13 issues. I think it may have been too low sales.
Yep.
That's
That's why they had to jump to that point because it was required for Death Spiral.
Yeah. So, and a little thing with that book is it was the first book that Charles was written that wasn't Star Wars. That was mainstream Marvel since 2020.
Since it's She-Hulk, right?
No, the last book I think he did. He did Daredevil. He did that lengthy period of time. I think Daredevil was his last.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, I think Daredevil was the last one I could think of he did work on. That was mainstream Marvel. That wasn't Star Wars. He still technically work on Star Wars. I think he's working on the Kylo Ren book right now.
Yep. By the way, he is saying now he's no longer exclusive at Marvel. He is open to doing DC works. I know Mark Guggenheim is trying to get work back at DC.
Yeah. I've met Guggenheim. Cool guy.
Same here. Really nice guy.
One at a time, gentlemen.
Yes. I have talked about many different things. Like, I did talk about one of my biggest issues with Arrow, that being Count Vertigo be a drug dealer.
What did he say?
And he said, I understand. He wasn't upset with me when I told him that because that was one aspect of Arrow that I just despised because it's like, it's not Count Vertigo at all. It's a guy claiming to be Count Vertigo, but it's not Count Vertigo.
By the way, funny thing, technically, he still has the longest. His Blade comic is still the longest running at 12 issues.
Yes, I read it. It's
I
amazing.
loved it. Yeah, not that great on Howard Chaykin's artwork, but hey, it gave us the last time we ever saw Gene Colan draw Blade in a comic.
Yeah.
I for this product with Death Spiral. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Death Spiral, I heard about this at Tampa, New York Comic Con, this one. It's one of like several crossovers that they're doing next year.
Wait, which comic?
This is one of several.
Sorry, I'm not looking at my phone right at the moment. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did a news video recapping basically what was announced from Comic Con. In my honest opinion, the biggest announcement they made was Josh Williamson on Iron Man. That was my opinion.
Yes, that was the only one.
Yeah,
that was the
one
only
good
good Marvel news. That was the only good Marvel news was Williamson on it.
And here's DC. DC had a much bigger announcement when they announced that Batman Nightfall was going to be adapted.
Yep.
Yeah,
4 parts written by Jeremy Adams.
And he confirmed on Twitter that it's not going to be Damian in the Robin suit. It's going to be Tim.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Yeah. This is going to be the first time since Batman Year One we've had a adaptation that's not being shoehorned into an already established universe.
There was also Dark Knight Returns.
But Year One was after that.
Yes. Also, this movie, and I mentioned this to the writer, one of the writers of the story on Twitter, this is the very first comic book to be written by Chuck Dixon to be adapted for an animated movie.
That's true. So most of the other stuff was adapting other people's work, not his. Except for Bane. Except for Bane.
Yeah. One of the episodes animated series that was one of his comic books, Bullet for Bullock. He wrote the original comic the episode is based on.
Tevye, you may have to go on Google to find the solicitations directly.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the article.
Just do what I say. Go to comic releases.
Okay.
Yeah. And I love the fact you have Ryan Stegman, the artwork for Iron Man, which good choice.
Oh no, he's just the cover artist.
Yeah.
He's not the interior. He's not the interior artist.
I don't know who's the interior of that one.
No, yeah, that's League of Comic Geeks. That just gives you That gives you what's
Oh,
coming.
I will get it. Let me get it. Let me get it.
Yeah.
Are we going? Looking? You want the DC solicitation?
Yes, we're gonna go ahead and do January. We're on a hot
Okay.
streak. Hopefully, we can get all 3 done within 2.5 hours. Okay.
All right. Give me a moment. Give me a moment.
Nick, are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
All right.
Yeah,
Now,
I have a death file. I don't care.
Yeah. Jamie,
Let-
one at a time.
One at a time, guys.
Sorry.
Yeah. You may notice I've been coughing, but you've not been hearing it because I've muted my microphone every time I do it.
And I appreciate it so much. It helps keep the flow. I appreciate that, Nick.
By the way, you guys heard that My Little Pony's gone to Boom now?
I know what that.
Interesting. I think that was the last Hasbro book published by IDW.
Yep, that IDW. That was the last one they held on to.
I'm gonna be completely honest. The only My Little Pony I'm aware of is the fact that my niece watches the cartoons. That's the only.
There you go.
My eldest niece, she liked it, but she grew out of it.
It's in the private chat.
And for some reason, they've taken a pretty unique new fan base in recent years. I'm not going to mention it because I'm not going to. Don't want to.
I think it's Lester. I think it's on the 6th or 7th generation of My Little Pony, correct?
Yeah, 6th generation. No.
Yes.
5th. They might be doing a 6th. They have not confirmed a 6th. By the way, there's also the February solicitation.
Okay. So I have been told by my brother-in-law that his sister was a fan of My Little Pony.
Okay.
I only know 2 of the characters, Pinkie Pie and
Rainbow Dad.
I don't follow My Little Pony. So
All right. We don't need to keep going on. Quick thing.
So are we starting with hardcover / trade paper?
Just go to the issues. Just go to the issues, I say.
Okay.
By the way, have you guys read both of the Fantastic Four Gargoyle crossover?
No.
Really good. Just get this. And the one that Marvel did, we get the other team up that we've been, meet up that we've been, probably anyone who's a big fan of Gargoyles has wanted. Tony Stark and Xanatos.
That's cool.
That's interesting.
And we see them both in their armors.
Yep.
You know, really cool Fantastic Four ever do, and I know Marvel would never do this. Fantastic Four and the Challengers of the Unknown.
Nah.
On the nose, but
I can see. Wait, I can see that as a backup story in one of the upcoming cross. If they do, and when they do Spider-Man, Superman, can we 50 years next year?
They may pull that off. They may do it.
They might do it. I can see it as a backup story. If they're willing to do Guardians of the Universe meets Guardians of the Galaxy, I think they can do it.
Yeah. The one of those crossovers they did, the only one I saw recently of those DC Marvel crossovers, the only one who actually a writer who wrote both characters was Nightwing and the Lord McCann Wolverine. That was Tom.
Yep, Tom Taylor. Yep.
Because I think Al Ewing wrote the Batman Deadpool one, didn't he?
No. That was Zeb Wells and then Grant Morrison.
Okay, Zeb has written Deadpool before. I don't think he wrote Batman before.
No, he like
no. But I will say this though, I thought they both represented their universe as well. The Marvel one was more grounded. The DC one was more fantastical.
The Marvel one was just not that good in my opinion. It was kind of disappointing.
Like I said, it was grounded. Much like Marvel is.
Yeah.
DC. Okay, so we got the Valentine's Day anthology first. Blah.
People go next door. I don't know what this is.
I tell you, I just said the Valentine's Day.
You might have to zoom in a bit. You might have to increase your zoom a bit so we can see those solicitations.
Yeah. Black and interesting because Black and Gold, I think, sold really well for DC for.
Oh yeah, all those anthologies did. Wait, JD, I sent the link for you to share.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, you can share it.
I put them in the private chat. I said.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's all right. Oh, you put in January and February. Thank you.
Yeah, that way maybe we can do both.
Yes.
Let's see how far we get, gentlemen. Let's see how far we get.
Yes. And with how fast we've been going.
Yeah, let's see how far we can go.
Really fast. Also, have you guys seen the person who's going to be Batman for the DCU? Because I thought they just announced it.
They have not confirmed anything yet.
They have a lot of rumors going on now.
Picture there behind. I think that's how. I think it's Knockout.
Who?
Knockout. Oh, she's one of the female Furies.
We'll probably see her again when we go scroll down.
It's Hush.
Yeah, these are the. Okay,
Yeah, this book has been played like crazy. Which the person to blame for this is not Jeff Lowe, not Scott Williams, not Alex Leclerc. It's Jim Lee.
Yep.
Agreed.
Now here's the theory I have. You want to bet somebody to the Lace could be because he's in the middle of also drawing the Superman Spider-Man crossover.
I won't be surprised about that.
You want to bet?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Jay Heat, what do you think?
I agree. It's just he's got a lot going on between managing the company. I mean,
Yep.
To the crossover.
Oh no! I'm just saying. I will not be surprised. It hasn't been confirmed, but come on, it's Superman, Spider-Man. It's gonna be Jim Lee drawing it.
It's gonna be way more important than Batman Hush 2.
I know Jim Lee has drawn Batman before. I'm trying to
drawn Superman. He did for Tomorrow.
Has he ever drawn Spider-Man before?
Nope, never.
Bits and pieces. I think he's done cameos here and there during his early years.
During X-Men one, probably.
Okay, Batman Hush 2, that's going to be wrapped up and collected by the end of March, which, with how often it's been delayed, I'm pretty sure issue 6 and the trade paperback are going to get released the same week. I'm almost positive.
Yep, they've been doing that a bit lately, where they're doing it within a week.
What do people terrible Hush 2? I don't. It's a terrible story.
If it was an Elseworld, it would have been received a lot better.
I would say this, Tevya. It's not terrible because I've read a lot worse, but it's not worth the hype. I will say this though. I will not say Loeb has lost it because last Halloween was amazing.
Yes,
and the fact that they tell me if anyone's caught this. They're basically saying Mario Falcone was the one behind it, working with Harvey in Last Halloween as Holiday. Those were the ones. Now, of course, I think Loeb did not have that originally planned. I think he came up with that during Dark Victory, and that they just manipulated Alberto to think he was Holiday.
Okay.
That was the implication I got from it. What did you guys get?
I felt confused. Like, wait.
Tevya, I'm asking the other guy. Sorry.
I would agree to that notion as well.
I probably think so.
Yeah, that was the implication. They were saying that Mario was this and this. It's like, yeah, he was Holiday.
I've never heard of this title. Conga You Lost Live. I've never heard of the series.
I don't know what
it's a kiddie book, a young adult novel.
Yeah, they're
all these are young adult novels or trade collections.
Yeah, this means that is a reprint because, Boy of Steel, that's new.
Yeah, this is what.
No, that Boy of Steel is the first collection of the Mark Waid action run.
Yeah.
Super.
Yep, saw that earlier.
The Harley Quinn book. Juan, I still have no idea who this person is at all.
No idea, but apparently it's still selling.
Elliot Kalin, I've only seen like a handful of their work, so I can't really form an opinion. But they're selling at least. That's what's at least.
Same with now. I think Taryn Gorbeck on Catwoman doing a pretty good job. Hey, really enjoyed her on Thor when she took over for Kate.
Is it interesting that this terrific book is not done by John Ostrander, the guy who created this character?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
John Ostrander hasn't done much. Oh, I saw Steve Englehart at Motor City. He is still wanting to do books. He actually said he was going to work on a follow-up to Dark Detective, but then things fell through.
Oh, here's the thing about Dark Detective. Mm-hmm. Did you know that the film The Dark Knight, a lot of the scenes are ripped from that comic book?
Dark Detective? Really? No, I think you're thinking of Strange Apparitions.
No, not Strange Apparitions. Dark Detective. You read that comic book because it involves the Joker
running for mayor or governor.
Mayor, but it's a very similar idea. But a lot of the dialogue from Dark Knight, because someone pointed this out. One of the guys that I follow, I Patreon, he pointed this out that comic book was ripped off for Dark Knight.
I don't buy it.
I thought reference to Dark Knight.
It was more Long Halloween.
Okay.
But anyway,
Black
It was,
Gold.
called Salazar Knight. He did like a whole retrospective on it. He brought up his video.
all right. But anyway,
What's one of them Black and Gold special? What's that?
well, they already did the red and blue specials. So it's basically them doing a new follow-up to those anthology books with a new group involved, creators involved.
Tom King's involved that book with Zachary 50 Coin Dust.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Tom King, he's involved in one of
Well,
them.
it's just it's an anthology book, Tevia.
It's a
No,
comic-
I know. But I'm just
It's a
saying, since he's
collaboration.
involved.
I know, but then with Mitch Gerard, Mitch seems to bring the better stuff out of him.
True.
Yeah, there's Steve Orlando as well, so that can go out of the way.
But anyway, DCKO.
I love this book. This book is awesome.
Okay, I said before, I'll say it again. I'm positive it's going to boil down to Superman or Lex.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm happy with
That makes-
happy with
that
that.
makes
Because
sense.
Lex is
It's going to be though, and that's what the writing is saying so far. Wouldn't you guys say, like in the 2 issues so far?
Probably.
and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Although, yeah, some of the characters are taken out like chumps. I will be honest.
Yeah.
They just didn't want Batman hogging the spotlight, which was a good move marketing wise.
Oh yeah, putting him in the Night Quest.
I know a question about the story. Has anybody seen any of the AEW wrestlers pop up in this story?
No, they're not going to.
Really? Despite the
No.
fact they're on covers?
Those are just variant covers.
Yeah, because I know that AEW is working with DC.
That's true, but but variant covers do not represent what's in the book. Okay, the fact Jeremy Irons is really getting a lot of mileage out of his exclusive contract, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Kids All Life Special, All Five Special 1.
I think
Yep.
he's working on what's about 2 comics now. He's working on Green Lantern, Aquaman.
And now he's doing all these one-shots.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's doing this one, and he's doing the one that has all the crossovers.
There was one series, I don't know if he's still writing it now, if it's concluded or not. Is he still working on Flash Gordon?
Yes.
Yes.
He's still working on Flash Gordon. I think that's the only book he's been allowed to work on outside of DC.
Now, I am intrigued about this one. The kids are all right. Yes, it's a tie-in one-shot, giving John a little something to do since he's not going to participate in the tournament. But this is the first time we've seen Jay's daughter literally since Jay Garrett.
Hermione.
Since the Jay Garrett book ended.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see Cassie there. I see. I think it's Leanne.
That's
Leanne
Leanne.
Harper. Yeah.
Mr. Terrific kid. Mr. Terrific
That's Mr. Terrific
got
kid
this
from
play.
Flash.
Yeah, this is the first time we're going to see Mr. Terrific sung fully. Have you heard there are people who are complaining, saying it's a disgrace of the character what he did?
What? That's BS. That makes no
I'm not
sense.
kidding. There are people who are saying that by revealing it, that his son is still alive and made Michael a deadbeat dad, even though he didn't know his son was alive.
His son was kidnapped from the wound.
I know.
Yeah.
But I'm the fact that there are people who just want to be annoyed.
Is this Connor or John?
John.
John.
The only
John.
downside I see with this comic is the fact that they got Cassandra Cain here. Like, they gave her her first solo series for the first time in over a decade. It's actually doing pretty decent. Lady Shiva's death notwithstanding.
It may end. I don't know. The February solicitations wording could imply one or the other.
I'm just saying you could have. Now,
Should do. They spun an annual done by her creators, which I know last I checked is still very much alive. Kelly Puttick and Damian Scott.
I don't know what comics either of them have been doing lately.
Yeah.
I would think that they should get a chance to do a comic for her again because they're the ones who created her. And I pointed this out to Williamson. He was not upset with me about because Kelly also created Connor Hawk. Because I politely pointed this out to Josh Williams first I met him that Chuck Dixon didn't create Connor Hawk. It was Kelly Puttick.
Well, technically, Kelly was the first one to do Pack Girl series. She was created beforehand.
Yeah,
But
I want to read this for a second.
They did not create her. She was created during No Man's Land.
Well, for some reason, Kelly Puttick is credited for being her creator.
Wait,
Okay,
Dave,
that's weird.
For the DKO sub because I want to read this part.
fine. Go ahead, Tevia.
Yeah.
John can always want to be a Titan when he grew up. That's not true.
Kind of was.
He did get a chance in Rebirth, but they ultimately voted no.
Yeah, he did. Remember during the Solar Flare story.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, Super Sons. That's true. Yep. Okay, fair. But now that he is working alongside them in the effort to evacuate Earth, okay, he didn't think he be stuck babysitting young psychics. If Philip enjoyed it, he would have kid enjoyed it. He didn't get to go and tell you, but
Tabby, you're muttering.
Stay on,
sorry.
stay on topic.
When the kid sneaked off to enter the fray and stop Granny Goodness,
Makes sense.
John will have to show the young heroes the ropes so they can save the day and prove that there is no age requirement to being a superhero. And you want to not miss the shocking finale. Wait,
Yes,
the shocking finale? This is issue 1.
It's a one. No. That means the last page is going to probably set up something.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Hey, Robert, you ever seen how Damian Scott drew Cassie King when she was in the costume?
Yes, I remember that. I also remember how he drew Raven in her miniseries, and
Was that good or bad?
not good. That's an example of a book. I gotta say, the writing is stellar. The artwork hurt it bad.
Drew
time-
Cassie, it seemed like that he drew a costume like it had creases in it.
I remember that. Yeah.
the
I thought
time,
that was kind of weird.
Right.
the time displays fair play. I get, and how this is technically a follow up and everything with Jeff Johns and Stargirl and the Lost Children. This is kind of a conclusion to that, since that
Mhm.
date get shelved for a while. But why wasn't Cassandra Cain competing in the KO tournament, and then you could have just put Damien here?
They only had so many spots to do it, to fill in.
Yeah.
Yeah. This cover here, not that one, the third one there, that reminds me of like old school variant cover, old school from like the 70s, 80s. It's not that one. The third cover.
Honestly, in my opinion, this setup would look better if it was Connor Kent. If it was Connor, this setup would make a lot more sense.
No, I think John has earned his spot by now, Tavia.
I get that, but
Wait, is he still called Superman, or did he change his name?
They're going back and forth. They kept saying Super Son, or they're still just calling him John. Oh, I will say this. In the recent Superman Unlimited that Jeremy Adams did the dialogue, I want to make this clear, Tavia, before you say anything, has a point where he is like, he's in Smallville now. His parents have his mother sent him there to go like, do some writing. See if you have our genes. You definitely have the journalistic genes. And one of the jokes is there's a guy, a scientist there, a young man who overhears John saying about how he's broken up. And so he's like, so and he's single now, huh? And then John is given glasses of disguise. Of course, Lana is just like, oh boy, here we go. John Henry is like, oh, this isn't going to work. And the guy who has a big crush on John as Superboy or whatever sees him as John Kent. He's like, yeah, whatever. And of course, like whoever you are, John's like, wait, how is this working? Lana, welcome to my world. And basically, this guy has a big crush on John as Superboy, but has no interest in him whatsoever. Even butchers his name as John. But of course, again, this guy is crushing on him. So Slott is continuing on. Now, John's not looking for a date. But I just want to say, I do like that Slott and Adams were at least acknowledging that, but having it be, oh yeah, one guy, he likes him in one form, but not the other form.
with the guy
Okay, I am just completely confused.
Okay. It's basically taking a nod to the love triangle.
Okay.
The Superman love triangle, except instead of Lois, it's this random Stars lab scientist.
Of course.
Yeah, but the one with gray skin, she looks a lot like Grell.
That is Grail.
It is Grail.
It is Grail.
That's Raven. This is Grail.
Yeah, Grail's going to be involved. But the whole point of Titans is dealing with the new gods. Or the Apocalyptians.
I think it's gods. I think that Grail, I believe, is the only new god created by Jeff Johns.
Yep.
Yeah, she's done of Dark Side.
Oh, no, wait. Technically, I think he. No, wait, no, that was Meltzer. Never mind. Because I remember someone created like a negative version of Mr. Terrific, but they never went anywhere with it.
There was one new god, I believe Christopher Priest created back in the 90s, named Tekla, I think his name was.
Name what?
Tekla, I think his name was. Yeah, you have to look it up because of T. But that's
something like that.
Because when people think of new gods, Jelly put everything related to it were created by Jack Kirby. But that character, Knockout, and
Sleaze was not a Kirby creation.
Yeah. I thought to be random tie-in. I'm looking for
was a creation of it was I think it was Carl Kessler, I think it was the originator for Superboy. When Connor had Soul Book in the 90s. That's when she showed up.
Oh, there was another guy. He was another son of Darkseid that was created in the Green Lantern in Kyle Rayner's book.
Graven, I think he was I think he was a Judd Winnick character.
Yeah, he was a Judd Winnick creation. I'm just throwing out that I thought we were just listing new gods that weren't created by Kirby.
Wait. What's going to ask you, Flash?
He did return in the Green Lantern book because
yeah. We're not even going over what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're kind of
we got sidetracked. Right now, we're on Titans 31. We kind of
got. So we're just continuing on with them dealing with the new god and the Apocalyptians.
The Omega tournament.
Okay, there we got this one. Another Adams tie-in.
Yep, Green Lantern Galactic Slam issue 1. Yep,
with the what's that wrestler name again? Obviously a nod to
Adams Flash Run.
Omega.
I'm saying it's a nod. The character is a nod to Macho Man Randy Savage.
He's so fun. I love that character. He's such a fun character. And
he's pretty much Wrestler.
Yep. No.
He looks a lot like now that looks like a video game one, but that one with the beard, he looks a lot like Sheamus.
Yep, that's him.
Yep.
No,
I know, but I'm saying he's practically like Wrestler from Dexter's Lab, voiced by Randy Savage.
Oh yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
I didn't get the reference.
But yeah, I like these one shots, and of course we're gonna have the other bigger one shot in a moment.
And isn't it Star Sapphire behind Hal?
Yep, no. she's been good for a while.
Yeah,
I thought that was Blackfire for a second.
No,
Blackfire's never part of the Star Sapphire card. I remember they've had a male member that was John once. And
wait, what did you say of the Green Lantern?
No, Kyle had been one once.
Kyle has been every color.
Yeah.
You read this one.
There was at one point DC was pushing him with Carol. And then
God. I don't know what was editorial thinking about that.
Yeah, and then once the Guardians ended, it was never brought up ever again.
No, barely. King barely represented Omega Men.
Good. The book, good. No one get ever links.
Then she got a new fiance in the current book. I think that.
And then he became the Crying Lantern.
Yes, and now I think
I prefer the term Synth Lantern.
Yes. I believe since then, I believe Carol is back with Hal.
Oh yeah, they're building up. In fact, we'll get to it in February. Solicitations, maybe they're building up to 600, and he's going to ask her to marry him.
Yay!
John's want to do during his, or he teased in his last issue.
He teased it. Yeah, he teased in the last issue, and then again when Vendetti came on, and I think Vendetti was following the editorial because editorial was originally going to kill off Jon Stewart. Permanently?
Why?
Yes,
I don't know.
I did talk to Phil K. Johnson about that. That was because he was writing.
I was talking about during Vendetti's New 52 run, not current.
Yeah, I met Vendetti. Cool guy.
Yep.
Here's a fun fact about him. Did you know when he started his Green Lantern was just after he started his run for Exo Man of War?
Yep.
That book is fun.
Yeah, I love that book, and here's the weird thing about that book, and the company is published by Valiant Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
It's only comic book since the company came back in 2012 to have 50 issues.
Yep. The book that we run, that's number 1, which is just frustrating.
Yeah, and in my honest opinion, nothing can top Vendetti's run for that.
Nope.
Did every book after Vendetti run?
I think didn't Matt Kint have a run on it?
No, I think it was first it was Gage, and a few other writers. Matt Niles never wrote that book. He wrote Ninja. His Ninja book was amazing.
Okay, I was just thinking, 'cause I know Matt Kidd did something at Valiant, so yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we're going way off topic.
But anyway, but
Batman.
Fractions, Batman. Wait a minute. Oh no, we got to go back up to the Absolute books. We went right past him again. Come on, Jay. Come on. Why are you bleeding past them on us?
Absolute
Wait. Was this the next one? I thought there was one more one shot for DCKO.
I think we're doing this.
Yeah.
Where's the one that's going to have Homelander in it? Is that this month? Or was this January or next month?
We're in January right now. That's in February.
Okay, my bad.
No, you're good.
But yeah, Absolute Batman. I think this wraps up. Yeah, part 2 of the Absolute Wonder Woman crossover.
Yeah, it does.
Then we're gonna get Absolute Zatanna.
That's Absolute Zatanna.
And a raid on Area 41.
It feels like they're gonna make her more Scarlet Witch-like.
Yes. Of why they had these two crossovers, because of the 3 original books, these two are very popular fans.
Well, I think it was always the plan too, though, because I think Aaron is still building his up. Wonder Woman and Batman have already been established.
Yeah, but I'm assuming it's for the slow burn. My bad.
All right, but but Absolute Superman.
The
Aftermath.
So yeah, it took him 14 issues to wrap up his first arc.
Issue 15 issues.
No, 14 because this is the Aftermath.
Yeah, this is an epilogue.
And it's costume, but more importantly,
Absolute Flash. Okay.
Okay, here's the question I'm gonna ask you. Edwina Thawne, do you guys think that this Eobard's ancestor, or do you think it's just female Eobard from the future coming to the past?
It's female Eobard.
Yeah, I'm putting money on female Eobard.
Okay, I thought it was her. I thought it was his ancestor, just as evil.
Yeah,
I think ancestor. I think it's Will. This
is another universe.
Okay, one at a time. Sorry. So, what were you saying, Nick?
This is another universe. I don't have a problem with changing the gender for Eobard. Nope. It's not an issue to me.
Yep, same here. Just like I didn't have a problem when they did in the Earth 1 novels for Lex and Two-Face.
Interesting. That is interesting because he's normally Earth villain. Goldface. He also fought the Flash. In the Flash book, he was a recurring character in that book. At one point, he was leader of a union.
Now, I would say this. Absolute Martian Manhunter, I think, should not have gotten more issues. I think that was just done. It got it because of the quick hype. People were still jumping like, oh, it's Absolute. Everyone ordered it, and they jumped on it too soon. And I think that's part of the reason why it goes that, and because they didn't know what to come up with. That's part of the reason why they did it as 2 separate, split it in 2.
Yeah, and it's 12 issues, so it's not going to be around much longer.
No, it's
only going to be 12 issues.
Yeah, it's going to get revamped as a maxi series, basically.
Yeah, it's originally a 6-issue mini. Because here's how it goes. They do 6 issues. If it does well, it goes up to 12. If it does better before the 12th issue, then it goes to an ongoing. Much like what happened with Green Arrow and with Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Well, question. Speaking of Absolute Martian Manhunter, why did it say secret in this with the team?
They're not going to spoil. They're not spoiling.
They're not going to spoil it.
Yeah, they do this occasionally.
So Batman, what do you think about Batman being episodic?
I'm
fine with that.
Yeah, like my only problem is maybe if I had to be objective, the only problem being with that how they're trying to make Damian a brat again to prop up Bruce and Tim.
Oh my god,
that's probably the only issue I really have with it, characterization wise.
Yeah,
I don't like that at all.
If you want to give Tim some shine, just don't put Damian in the book. Problem solved.
Right.
Be the main Robin. Dang it.
Yeah. This is why I believe sharing the role. The Batgirls can get away with it because, well, Barbara's pretty much Oracle at this point. Cassandra's and spoilers, and Stephanie's kind of her own thing to spoiler anyway. So with Stephanie and Cassandra, you can get away with it. But with Tim and Robin, especially given their sibling rivalry, it just doesn't jive the same, if that makes sense.
So okay, now Lady Deathman. Wait, Lady Deathman.
Lord Deathman. Sorry, you set me up for it. I had to do it.
Yeah.
Yep. But this is Lady Deathman.
Out of all comics that's not been restarted or restored to its numbering, that Nightwing currently right now is DC's highest selling number of issues comic right now.
Nightwing? Seriously?
Not, yeah, 134.
Yeah, behind Nightwing, guess number 2 is
What?
Catwoman.
Catwoman would be it. Yep, and then Harley.
Yep.
What?
Because remember, Tevye, this is still the numbering since Rebirth.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Now, I was saying was Nightwing. This is you have V. Ken Marion, nice guy, met him. He's doing his artwork so they can give Ken Dexter Soy enough time to do his final issue next month.
That's good at least.
Yeah. Dan Walters, when I first heard him on the title, I thought that was kind of an interesting choice because this is a guy who's kind of mostly horror, but the issues I've read have been quite interesting. But I did put this on my review for first issue for TMNT that, did you notice though, first issue he wrote and the first issue Jason Aaron wrote, an issue for TMNT he wrote, where he had a very similar issue where he had a DA throwing his off a bridge?
Yep.
Sorry, I lagged out for a few seconds. What happened?
Yeah. So in the opening issue of this book, an issue of Jason Aaron's TMNT, the winning DA threw his opposition over a bridge into the water, killing them.
Okay.
And they brought the police officers. And I'm like, was Jason Aaron and Dan Walters taking notes?
Probably. I have no idea. I don't read TMNT.
It's weird. Check it out. Find the
by the way, Nick, I followed you back so you could DM me if you want.
Okay.
Batman Robin issue 29. I think it's the end of Pika did run.
Yep, this is the end of it, which I think by this point he already got the contract. Next issue is the last one in February.
Oh,
I wonder I do have a question though. Who's taking over for him in the book?
No, it's ending. It's ending with issue 30 next month.
Yeah, they're just going to end the book.
Which
to be fair, I have a feeling that given what he said about how much his son loves, Batman Robin, I think he did his book just out for his kid, and his heart wasn't fully in it like Superman.
Aw, that's sad.
Here's the interesting thing. I think he still works for DC, but I don't know if you want to write this title again. Peter J. Tomasi.
Yes.
No, he's exclusive with Ghost Machine.
Yeah, he cut ties.
No, Tevye, exclusive
with Ghost Machine. He would void his contract.
Yeah, and I think he's probably still on bad terms.
Yeah, what they did to Tomasi. Yeah, out of anyone who got screwed over leading up to 5G, it was Bendis, Tomasi, Percy.
Which is funny because Bendis is the one who screwed over Tomasi.
Bendis is the one who did it. Tomasi and Jen got screwed over.
Jurgens got it the worst, though, if I'm being completely honest.
I'm still bitter about that.
But anyway, so Batman and Robin. Okay, we're dealing with Scarface. Nice.
Yep.
Now what's next? Detective. I'll keep saying this. Better than Ram Bean's Rum.
I dropped out Detective a long time ago, but I'm just burned out.
Not gonna lie, I dropped Detective Comics after Ram V. I
can't do it anymore. I'm done.
Okay, I see a Frank Choke over here. Have you guys seen that recent one he did where he's just of Supergirl with sleeping with Comet or Ace humping Crypto?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
What the heck is up with this guy?
I have no idea. I know who this guy is.
Are you talking about Taryn Graybuck?
No. I'm talking about Frank Cho.
Okay. Because Taryn Graybuck, I've never met her because I know this is a woman. She's Norwegian.
No, I kind of could tell by the name.
Yeah, and very wonderful. I've seen her interviews, and she herself.
That explains why she took over Kate's on Soar. I just realized.
Harley Quinn?
No. Torrin Greenbach, who's doing Catwoman, took over for Kate's on Soar.
Oh, gotcha. My bad.
You were saying, Nick?
Yeah. She's never in a bad comic book.
Nope. I've liked her work. Harley, again, why is it selling?
Why is this book even a thing? It should
be. Okay. Go back to that cover. Go back to that cover, Jay Heat. The DNA cover. No, the other one. That one. I keep saying this. I'm going to always say this. DNA has the most annoying signature. I'm sorry. When it's something that's going to take your eyes away from everything else, it's because how much it stands out. There's something wrong.
Yeah.
Would you guys agree with that? That's a signature that no matter what, it's going to keep catching your eyes for the wrong reason.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Jay Heat?
I agree.
I'm sorry. Like, I'm looking at that one right there, too. So I'm like, oh, God, him again. I mean, again, I love his artwork. His artwork is great, but that logo is so atrociously out of place.
It didn't make any sense with the logo. Why even have it? It's just a picture.
Well, every artist puts their logo on a book.
That's fair. Okay.
It's just never, most of them don't make it that.
Yeah.
Bold.
I actually met the writer of that recently.
Yep. G. Wilson, sweetheart.
Yes. I did ask her this because a lot of people were mad about the live action Ms. Marvel. She has met the actress who played the live action Ms. Marvel. Yeah. She, I did address the people's complaint about Kamala Khan, that people mistakenly believe that she has stretchy powers. No, she has size-changing powers.
Well, no, that's not true. She has stretchy powers and size-changing powers. She's a polymorph. And
yeah. By the way, Nick, Elizabeth Maxwell, sweetheart, met her in the image you sent me.
Yeah. Recently she celebrated her 42nd. I think it was her 42nd birthday.
Nice. Well, but yeah,
G. Wilson.
No. I think she was okay. But anyway, hold on. Go back up again. Go back up a moment, Jay Heat. I want to double check some. Oh yeah, there's Harley and Ivy. This is basically trying to fill in gaps about their entire history. This is canon, apparently.
How about non-canon?
Nope, it is canon. It's just broad stroke canon.
I don't know what that means.
It means do not take it as absolute canon. It's just summarizing the canon.
Okay. So basically,
basically a condensed version of the Harley Quinn animated series season 1. Basically.
No. This is about their actual friendship and romance in canon. So, like the first issue took place after the Batman Harley Quinn one shot.
I said, think of it similar to a condensed version of Harley season 1.
But Jay Heat, you bring up the show, that's going to lead to confusion.
Fair enough.
I'm talking about the actual in the comics canon.
Okay. I just got lost.
Prior to his relationship with canon, the comic people watched these two for years. I had no problem with this at all because you could kind of say Paul Dini was responsible for this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was there. But for the longest time, editorial wouldn't let him do it. The setup was there.
Yeah, the setup was there, and G. Will Wilson did give us a reminder. No, this is not a case of, they're bi, but they're really gay. No, Ivy still likes men.
Which is fine by me, because Ivy's always been doing that for years.
Yeah, but it gave us a reminder of that. She gave, basically, so many people were convinced saying, she hasn't been with a man. In the flashback issues of her book, it reminded us, yes, she had a thing with Wilson, Floronic Man.
Yeah, who was her
her mentor.
Her mentor in Fling, who double-crossed her. Depending on the version, it was over a project. Other versions, it was over career ambitions. Either way, the fling ended, and he kind of screwed her over and left her to die.
Mm-hmm. That is probably one of the most creepiest characters that she's been involved with.
Well, yeah. Of course, if you have to go by the movie, he just simply pushed her over a railing.
But isn't Floronic Man a Swamp Thing villain?
Yeah, he was repurposed as a Swamp Man villain.
Technically, he started out as a Ray Power villain.
Yep.
True. Really? I didn't know about that.
But yeah, Superman Unlimited. We're finally getting some more stuff with Mayor Perry White, finally.
About time. Where did he be on time?
So that has been a plot thing in Williamson's run for Superman that everything's been going at a slow pace, and I'm not necessarily blaming him for it.
No. This happens a lot with a lot of things. Look at how many plot points Jeff Johns started in his Green Lantern run that he never got to.
Wait.
You want another example of this, of editor interfering with a writer's work?
Mm-hmm. Either editorial or just the writer himself getting too distracted with their own stories?
Yeah, Bendis on New Avengers. If you read his book, it felt as though there was a bunch more story planned for this thing, but he just kept interrupting all these crossovers. His original Avengers book that he did from 05 2010, it felt like basically there was more story with that one, but he kept
And by the way, Nick, you don't have to keep sending me all these images. You don't have to.
Okay.
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You don't have to send them all.
Wait,
All right.
what's eliminated? Because I noticed what James said. It said John Kent's secret. I don't.
Okay, we don't, Tevye, we don't know.
Well, that's just with the team.
Wait, go back. He means unlimited. Jay Heat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go back up a little more.
I think we're at Lemonade.
No, there we are.
Yeah, here it is. Like it said, and I quote: "At the Mayor Perry White, I've been seeing so many of the threat against Metropolis over the years, but even the bulldog of a city hall is unprepared for a murderous rampage by the all-new prankster. Superman now in a race against time to save his friend from a truly sick and twisted death. Do not miss this one.
Yeah.
This is the story that will redefine prankster at one Superman top tier road.
Well, I'll say he hasn't been that way since Kurt Busiek wrote him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm finished.
In the backup story, Daily Planet reporter John Kent learns a life-changing secret. The Kryptonite Kingdom receives a strange visitor, and Steelworks sees some crazy ass on the horizon in Dying Laughing Part 1.
So John, we don't know what the secret John's going to find.
Yeah. When I read the first couple issues of this book, it feels a lot like 90s Superman.
Yeah, it does. And I would say Williamson's been doing the same way too. That's what I've been loving about the books with it lately.
Yeah. Action Comics, because that's the feeling of the book. Like Superman and Superman Limited, 90s. Action Comics currently Silver Age with a modern twist.
Yeah.
Not
Supergirl. I think Supergirl is a nice mixture of everything.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I said it before. I gotta say it again. I just love the fact Sophie Campbell revealed. Oh, sometimes a Kryptonian comes gains sunlight. They just get really sick.
Look,
Yeah.
I know about that.
Yeah. I wonder.
Oh yeah.
I never met Super Campbell, but I wonder whose idea was it to give Supergirl the show off her belly again? Because prior to this comic, she hasn't done this since like 2011.
I think, to be fair, I think it was Sophie's idea since she's the artist too.
Yeah, she's credited as both.
Well, not in this issue, but most of the issues, it's her.
Joe Quiones is taking over as a guest artist for this one.
Yep.
Yeah. When I read the Supergirl universe end, they didn't have the Supergirl logo for the last two volumes. They had the Supergirl logo from the volume that lasted from 05 to 2011.
Right. Oh, by the way, Mark Waid, I'm so glad he's having General Lane not be a General Ross knockoff anymore. He's actually reasonable.
Thank God.
When Jerkins wrote him, he wasn't technically like that at all.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying, though,
The similarities is there. The similarities.
Yeah. Okay.
And General Ross is more of a play on Captain Ahab with Moby Dick.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Jeff Johns is the one who made him more of the General Ross type.
Yeah, it was him, Robinson, and Rucka.
Yep. Super. Caveat. It was just for the point of the story. That's why.
It was the Krypton stuff. That's what did it. And at the end of it, he killed himself. At the end of the whole story.
Stupid.
And then with the current continuity, no mention of it at all.
Yep.
He's not played a big role in the last 15 years. I mean, he is
not since Superman Unchained.
Yeah.
No. Not since Graduate. Since Bendis Graduate event.
Oh yeah, you're right. When he killed him off and then revealed he had a son, which makes no sense because that completely contradicts the whole point that he raised Lois and Lana like they were sons. Why would he do that if he had a son from an affair and he knew about it?
Yeah, that makes no sense to me at all. The one thing that I've noticed, though, you know how basically Superman's occasionally had in his own Fortress of Solitude past costumes? I haven't seen it lately, but you know one costume that's not appearance in that cave? It is
Electric Blue?
No.
New 52?
Yes, that one.
Yep. I think that's because that's treated as the merged timeline thing they set up in New History. Okay, now read the solicitation, Jay Heat, for Wonder Woman.
Stephanie Williams. Oh,
Yep.
I saw this. I'm like, oh boy, they put the writer who was Marvel when Marvel first hired her. They hired this writer because they love her Twitter threads, not because she's an actual regular writer.
Okay, so she's good with Nubia. She's good with Nubia.
Yeah.
After barely surviving the trials of the Mouse Man, Wonder Woman takes a much-deserved night off thanks to her sisters. But are the Amazons ready for their greatest challenge yet? Because in the DC universe, babysitting always leads to adventure.
Now tell me, does that sound like, oh, she's the new writer, or did this scream fill in?
This sounds like a fill-in issue.
And it is. It's a two-part fill-in issue. But when this was announced, everyone saw King was off and she's taking over. When it's like, read it, guys. It screams fill in.
Yeah, it does.
And someone tell me I know confused her for Stephanie Phillips, who is a very good writer.
Tell people, I really? I like her stuff, but you have so many people who are trashing her these days. And it's like, why?
I don't know people like Stephanie Phillips writing because I enjoy her work. I've met her a couple times at Comic-Con. Yeah. Great person. I love her Harley Quinn book that she did. Because when I read it, I'm sure a lot of people who felt this way too. She had a lot of respect for Harley. Mm-hmm. She integrated her a little bit more in the DC universe, made her fun, enjoyable, except they didn't throw in her gang of Harleys when Jen Palmer and Connor wrote the book.
Nope, but I was
fine with that. I don't want to care.
But why are people complaining about her coming on to Daredevil and they're saying, oh, it's even worse?
I have no idea.
I have no idea either. As far as I can tell, I think she's the first female writer to write Daredevil.
Nope, and the Senti.
I almost forgot Senti, but my first one sits and the Senti because have you noticed, like a lot of the time it's been men writing her.
Yeah. By the way, I gotta say the fusion of Superman, Batman versus Lexa Joker. About time.
I'm very excited about that. That was awesome.
Yep. After this, it's.
I think this title here. I think.
Wait, you went past it. You went.
Title.
No, that's the Wonder Woman. That was the Wonder Woman one. Sorry, you went back up to it. So
I think.
Book of Out.
The World's Finest title currently, I think, like the fourth longest DC title published right now.
They're about at 47, so it's coming up on 50 soon.
Yeah, so I'd say it's the fourth longest behind Catwoman, Harley, and
Nightwing.
Yeah, Nightwing's number one. Number two is Catwoman. 3 is Harley. So this is probably number 4.
I'm gonna actually book about this up because it said dog something with dog source. What does that mean?
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, Jay.
Wonder Woman.
Stop. Yeah, it said Cook had unleashed a Sun Eater in the heart of Betsy.
Remember, this is in the future, Tevya.
No, I know. But it also said they light-born people and the reason for the rift between Ronan and Lauren Kent, who left Earth to become
Holmes' guardian.
Schumann had arrived just in time, but
receiving from a dark source again, Tevya. That's a mystery.
Yes,
Tevya.
Yeah, I'm intrigued about that.
Tevya. Some of these words you're supposed to go, wait, what? They're not supposed to spell it out for you.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Yep.
Okay.
Because it's almost like.
I hope once this is done, the super kids are going to finally be used by other writers. I think that's the reason why they haven't been much. It's because they were waiting for PKJ to finish this.
Yes, my best guess.
You want to bet, Jay Heat, that was why they were waiting for them to finish it?
More than likely. But hey, at least we get to see Hippolyta as Wonder Woman in JSA Year 1.
Yep.
That was fun.
I am so glad that Wade made that canon again.
Yep.
That was, I believe it was John Byrne.
Yep, John Byrne did that with Time Displaced. Now it actually is. She lived through it. Okay, so we're getting another team up. That's what a bunch of these issues are leading up to 600. It's team ups.
Green Lantern and Barry.
Yep.
So Barry getting, is this a flashback story or is Barry?
Wait, what?
Is this a flashback story, or is Barry getting his powers back?
This is in the Predators
I think he's going to get his powers back.
Yeah.
Green Lantern Corps dealing more as everything's building up on Oa, especially what's been revealed with John, and what's up with Kilowog, all this other stuff.
And for Teen Lantern.
Well, yeah, Teen Lantern now has her own ring properly.
Wait,
It's
what?
using,
The
the longest, I think she was using Crow's Gauntlet.
Okay, here's the thing. When Bendis introduced her, it was stated it was like Kronos Gauntlet, but not Kronos Gauntlet. Then Adam said, no, it is Kronos Gauntlet, and it contained the essence of Krona, and now Krona is back inside a, now faulty clone body of Hal, faulty because Simon damaged it before it could be completed.
And you know Hal was last person to use that gauntlet?
Yep,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah. Which is when they like Vendetti wrapped up. Okay, we're finally going to get some resolution with the adult Andy, who is clearly not really Andy.
She's evil.
Well, yeah, she is. Which, I gotta say, that disappointed me. I was hoping she was the real deal.
Tony Adams hasn't brought in Mira's sister yet.
I didn't have enough going on.
Yeah. Because Aquaman dealing with dark side stuff now in that book. It's pretty awesome.
Yep. Justice League Red wrapping up. Same with Cheshire and Cheetah robbed the Justice League. All right. Yep, that's been. I can't wait to see how that goes. Immortal Legend Batman, or AKA Super Sentai Batman.
Ooh, that's
wait. What was up above? Oh, that was more court. Never mind. Gotham Academy year, first year.
I love the fact this is done by the original creative team of the previous titles.
Yep. Okay, now this, this is a throwback to a annual 3-issue crossover they did way back in the 80s.
Yeah, that was it. And I think Dennis Cohen did the artwork for all three of them.
Yep. Batman the Second Night. I like the first mini. I've been liking this one.
Mm-hmm.
And then we don't care. There's nothing else then.
I've actually met the great team behind the Second Night book, both Dan Jurgens and Mike Perkins.
Yep.
That's cool.
Okay, so should we go to February? Or are we done? Are we good?
Yeah, I probably get great for bed soon because I gotta go to church in the morning.
Okay, then. So at least we got you mostly caught up, Jay Heat.
Yeah, we'll push February solicitation to a follow-up stream.
Yes.
Okay. Because it's getting late on my end as well.
It's getting late on my end too.
Yeah, but hey, at least you're caught up.
Yes.
Yep. I am caught up.
Yep.
Told ya. I told ya.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you were right.
But with that being said, what do you guys think of this solicitation so far? I'm definitely gonna have to re-edit this title and post. But
I think they've been all right.
I put them in. They've been good. Everybody in the Marvel solicitation are a mess. They're not good at all.
Marvels have been a disaster, with the exception of Thor and Hulk.
Agreed. Everything else has been garbage.
Okay. Garbage may be harsh, Tevya.
Okay, that's too far.
Just mediocre.
Mediocre, it's not great. That's very fading.
The only title Joe from Marvel that I have read aside from Thor and Hulk has been Jim McKay's Avengers. I've been enjoying that one too.
I would say also anything by JMS.
Yeah,
Moon Knight. Also McKay, that's also a really good book. This book has been relaunched a couple times. It's still a great book.
Mm-hmm.
When did we stop rewatching that book? It's so annoying.
I don't know why. I mean, the book, I'm sure it sells fine. It's just, I don't know why they keep launching it for.
I don't know either.
I know next year they're going to make something Moon Knight next year.
What? Again?
Yeah, just Moon Knight. But still Jim McKay in the writing. And
maybe it's going to be similar to what's going on with Hulk and Thor, and it's meant to be for a story reason.
Yeah, Hulk is being retitled as Infernal Hulk
because it's now because now we're having the eldest is inside of Hulk's body after ripping out Bruce.
Huh? How does that work?
Okay. Caveat. The eldest is one of the ancient gods.
Okay.
I'm going to call fellow Kelly Johnson lore because this is something that was not introduced in previous titles.
What?
The Elder Gods. I don't think even Al Ewing did this.
No. Actually, technically, he did. There was teases of it in one of the one shots that led up to the finale. There was a little hint about it, and PKJ took the ball and ran with it.
Well, what
Yeah,
happened to
I noticed in the book afterwards, and it was weird, but okay. It wasn't terrible. I did like Donny Coates' time on Thor. I enjoyed that book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This whole book was, I would say, probably, and this is my honest opinion for Donny Coates because I enjoy a lot of his work he's done. I would say his Hulk book is his second weakest book he's done.
Really? What was the first?
Good.
Silver Black.
Really?
Really?
I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was terrible. It was kind of weak.
I would say his Hulk run have really good ideas, but that was the more than Thor, the one that suffered from his accident.
Agreed.
Yeah, and apparently his accident resulted damage to his face.
No, I met him since then. He looked pretty good to me.
Yeah, he was an accident, and it did damage his face for a while. And apparently, I heard he also had memory loss too.
Well, that's what. Okay, I've heard a mixture of detail. One of the things I also heard was he was forwarded money for all of his Marvel stuff and never paid it back.
What?
And also, he was having trouble in his personal life too.
Oh yeah, his wife divorced him, which made Crossover, the book he was working on, really tragic because that was a tribute to her.
What? Depressing and sad.
Yes.
But
Okay, I think we should all wrap up, guys.
Yeah, but I feel my pop on these two things. I think these two things have been good. I'm very excited for TCKO. I'm very excited to read more than that in the future. What about the mode one more under Doom, which sucked?
Oh gosh, it did. It sucked.
Yeah, it was horrible.
I might do an end of the year video on Marvel because again, I fell off on Marvel, but I had kept up in recent years. I just haven't made videos on Marvel. But One World Under Doom was so bad. I kind of feel obligated.
Especially when Ryan North had done a good job with Fantastic Four. Why did he drop the ball so hard?
For some weird reason, during the crossover, they relaunched Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
My theory, and this has happened before, because the movie was come out that month.
That's true.
Energy purposes.
They did it also for Captain America. When his first movie came out, they relaunched it.
But Captain America wasn't nowhere near this bad. Come on.
Yeah, but this is horrible. But anyway, it's probably DC. I can't do more in the future. And unnecessarily more in the future.
I'm sorry. I hate to cut you off, Tevi. I just need to get this off my chest. How do you make Doctor Doom taking over the world boring?
I know that. Why to have that big gap? Why have it be 9 issues and you have a 3 week thing in between or 3 months?
It made no sense. Also, it made no sense. What was the point of Spider-Man tie-in? Nothing. It made no sense. It was pointless. And they love that book in Doctor Doom's book, I think.
One of the few crossovers I think made sense was the Runaways because they had Doombot with them.
Oh yeah, the tie-in. I completely forgot about that book.
Yep.
And it was clearly made to wrap up the loose ends that Rainbow Rowell left.
That and I wouldn't be surprised. And if the current Captain America book's anything to go by, I wouldn't be surprised if they were going to try to soft reboot.
Yeah, Zardetti is his run for Captain America is odd to say the least.
What, Zdarsky's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been hearing it's actually really good.
Yeah.
Also,
that's like Armageddon, but the new Marvel.
Okay, Armageddon. Do not take that title literally, Tevya.
No. Let me think. My opinion, we have to Armageddon, but I know that's not going to be. That's not going to happen.
This is not going to be a reboot.
No. Here's the thing. I said it's not going to.
Okay, good.
Like my bet said it's going to connect to the Avengers because it did say it could be similar to Avengers Assemble, but Avengers Assemble is a bad story. So why love is that?
Well, okay. Yeah, true. Avengers Assemble may have been a bad story, but you cannot deny that Bendis' time on Avengers was actually pretty dang good.
Yes.
That's true.
And the thing is that particular story has had a lot of retcons.
Oh, yep. Children
Yeah.
Crusade was being the biggest one.
Agreed.
Yes. Which, of course, in that story, they sadly they brought back Scott Lang, but they killed Cassie, but she was later brought back in Avengers World. Nick Spencer.
Yep.
I
remember that.
At the end of Access.
Yeah, it wasn't enough for Access. It was the last couple issues because if you're Avengers World, the first 12 issues felt like a complete story. The actually first 14 issues, the last 2 issues he wrote, felt like bonus issues.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
And then the issues came afterwards were just put there because Marvel needed something to fill in the gap for the 8-month time skip they have for Hickman's Avengers books.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But as far as Armageddon, I don't care. I'm burning out with Avengers.
We're going to talk about this another time because it's getting pretty late.
Yeah.
Right. Let's wrap. That's what I said earlier. Let's wrap up, guys.
All right. Anything you guys want to promote or anything you got coming up on your channels?
Not really. Besides, well, in a couple of the start of January, I will be reaching my 650th lesson of PTN already.
Ooh, congrats.
And I can already tell you what I'll be covering. I'm going to be covering Dan Slott's Silver Surfer.
Ooh, that's fun.
And then when I reach 666, I'm covering iZombie. Because of course, I'm going to make a special stream episode for 666.
Have you thought of covering your lessons, Dan Slott's Superior Spider-Man?
I have not gotten to that yet. Now, here's the thing, though. With my show, it has to be a book that I've read that others haven't.
Yeah. In the
Just
case,
want to make that clear.
Everybody's read that one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Superior Spider-Man. I did not like that book.
Yeah.
I agree.
Anyway.
And Nick, what do you got coming up?
I have some interviews coming tomorrow, and I'm starting up a new Kamen Rider series, Kamen Rider Double.
Ooh.
Okay. Nice.
Also, I think this is a Ranger stop when I was there.
Nice.
That was cool.
Kamen Rider O's. Love his series. It's amazing.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Nice.
Second, okay, if you love Kamen Rider, this is definitely a series that Kamen fans will love because the theme song is awesome. It's very light, like very, very bright and vibrant, and it feels like the characters are having a good time in the show.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice. Tavia, what you got coming up?
Yeah, I've been playing a game called Chrono's New Dawn on my channel. That's a horror game I'm playing at the recently. I got on sale.
Nice.
Black Friday. Yep. As for any other channel, I may talk to Godzilla anime news because apparently got news about that today. I got video of that stuff. As for comic reviews, I'll be open Spider-Man in December because that book got delayed in December. I don't get why. But as for DC, I'll probably come with DC KO tie-ins and catch up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's about it.
All right.
All right. As for me, you can find me. I got Dispatch Part 3, which will cover episode 6 and 7. That's going to premiere on December the 1st at 8 a.m. So please look forward to that. And I might go ahead and record the finale of Part 8 either tomorrow or the day after. So stay tuned for that as well. Also, hopefully I can get this done. New Direction versus Heroes in Crisis either Sunday or Monday, depending on Jared's availability. And then I'm also doing a separate collab with Robert later this coming week. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully. Also, I want to go ahead and announce this now. The new Tomorrowverse retrospective. I'm going ahead and confirming this now with Tevia. I'm wanting to get it done before the end of the year. So around Christmas time, if not a couple of days before at the absolute latest.
Okay.
All right. And yeah, that's all I got for now. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for joining us this late. Have a good night, everybody. Flame off.
Bye.